We have Stephen Spinoza.
You're Mauro Espinoza?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Espinoza, you're charged with driving while your license is suspended. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge. On January 19th, 2025, at approximately 11:41 p.m., an officer observed a vehicle in Harris County, Texas, with expired registration as of December 2023 and expired insurance as of November 2023. A traffic stop was initiated and the officer made contact with the driver, the defendant, and the defendant did not have a driver's license due to outstanding tickets. The defendant had 18 outstanding Class C misdemeanor warrants.
18 warrants?
What I have, Your Honor.
I'm assuming it's still, have you run it lately? You mind? Mr. Espinoza, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to drive any vehicle whatsoever for any reason until you have a valid Texas driver license and liability insurance in your name. You will be signing an affidavit. This is a promise that you're going to make to me that you're going to drive. I don't care what's going on in your life. I don't care if there's a burning building and you need to save 50 kittens. If you get into a car and drive, every time you do it, it's an offense in and of itself, punishable by up to 6 months in jail and a $500 fine. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
This is the affidavit you're going to sign. I don't care if you have to work. I don't care if there's a baby being born. I don't care if Jesus needs a ride to church. Do not drive. I'm going to have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive. Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer, Mr. Espinoza? Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
I hired one.
Oh, Judge, Brian Levine signed on this morning.
Yeah.
Oh,
At the Sully attorney this week.
okay. I guess let's do this. I'm going to have you swear to us you're not going to drive. I'll get you to Victoria, sign a reset, and then we'll have you take a seat while we wait for your lawyer to get here. Do not leave until he gets here and we have you sign a reset and excuse you. All right? Come on.
Judge, counsel is approaching on page 24. So, come on up.
You say 50,
24.
24.
The 17th, April 17th.
What number of last time?
No, Your Honor,
That it?
I'm on top of
counsel,
this.
yes, counsel graciously gave it to
Thank
me.
you, Your Honor. Loving the book I had this morning.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yes, yes.
All right, Mr. Sosa, you're charged with interference with the duties of a public servant. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you, sir.
On April 9th, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, an officer was dispatched with a call for a suspicious person. The witness stated there was a Hispanic male on the back of the business causing a disturbance. The witness stated that the male was intoxicated and threatened an employee. The officer went to the back and noticed the male arguing with several people. The officer gave several verbal commands for the defendant to stop. The officer told the defendant he was only being detained for safety. And the defendant continued to walk away and stated, It's always the Hispanic trying to get the Hispanic. The defendant refused all verbal orders given to him, and the officer detained the defendant and identified him by his extra driver's license. The officer noticed that while detaining the defendant, the defendant continued to say, "Why for your broke this that?"
What did he do? How did he interfere with anything? I didn't hear anything. Hispanic on Hispanic injustice or what?
Additionally, Judge, do we know that this was being told to him in Spanish? He's clearly not interested.
You losing?
Your Honor, the only thing I have is that the officer
Todo lo que tienen de observar de ese contenido.
He's walking while Hispanic or what? No, I'm gonna find no probable cause. All right, sir. There are people, when they drink, they become very happy. They are the life of the party. And there are people who, when they consume alcohol, they become the devil incarnate. If this is you, it's probably not a good idea to drink. Now, I'm finding no probable cause in your case, but be careful. You know, we have enough violence in this place as it is. All right? Please, take a seat for me.
I have one more, Your Honor.
Okay.
Cameron Newell.
English.
Thanks. You heard that, Mr. Gold?
Yes, sir.
What are we doing with Newell?
So Newell, I evaled the case. There's some significant issues with the case. I explained all of them to the state to make their evaluation easier, and it's a reset for dismissal eval.
Oh. All right, so I'll give you a week. Is there, okay, is there an offer on the case now?
Your Honor.
If you don't mind, please put an offer on. We'll give you a week.
One for reset appearance waived, because the next setting is going to be
No.
dismissal. It's going to be an offer, which is likely jail time, and we'll need one setting to determine what to do.
No, they're going to put an offer today. It's already 180 days. By then, it's going to be nearly 200 days. I'm not going to continue to do this. You're going to get the offer today. That way you can explain to him, have everything done, come back and let us do it next time.
Yes, Judge.
Got it. 1 week must appear.
Wednesday.
You can use going, well, most of you. Did you give me a date on dual, Judge?
A week?
A week.
I don't care, whatever he wants.
Next judge is page 16, Murphy.
You were Miss Murphy Smith.
Yes.
Ma'am, you're charged with theft. You're facing up to 6 months, 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am. Okay.
On September 29, 2023, a law enforcement officer was dispatched to a residence and made contact with the complaining witness. The complainant was stated that the defendant and her mother took items from her vehicle and would not return them. The complainant was stated that she had been contacted by a friend informing her of the theft and that the defendant had stated she was going to spend all of the complaining witness's money and max out her credit cards. The complaining witness inspected her vehicle and found her belongings missing. The law enforcement officer spoke to the defendant over the phone. Excuse me, ma'am. And the defendant admitted to take the items and refused to return them when given the opportunity to do so. The approximate value of the items taken was $1,600.
Ms. Murphy Smith, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with the complaining witness, not to go where they live, and not to go near their car. These are your bond conditions. If you violate these conditions, a warrant for your arrest will be issued. You will go into custody. No more PR bonds. Do you understand, ma'am? Yes.
Yes, sir.
You have the ability to hire a lawyer, ma'am.
No.
We will have you fill out an application. I'll take a look to see whether you qualify. If you do, we'll provide your lawyer today. Deputy Miranda's going to give an application. I'm going to have you sign a reset with Victoria. We'll have you take a seat in the jury box and then don't leave until we release you, ma'am. Okay, please. Can you file all those conditions, please?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Judge, next is page 19, Ramon, come on up. 19.
No,
Ramon?
page 19.
Ramon?
Are you Miss Ramon?
Yeah.
Okay. Monsivai? Is the co-defendant on today, Victoria? Is the co-defendant on today as well?
Yes, but not
What's
present.
that one?
They were on the jail docket yesterday, so I wanted to put this out. And then they didn't.
Oh, did you take a look at Monsivai? She's on deferred. And it looks like that may be at no bond, so you didn't get her today, Dip? Right?
Well, they
That's-
populated on our bond docket, in the last week.
Oh, and more.
Yeah, yeah, they're on the bond docket.
Yeah, I don't know about it's
Weird.
but it's just been, but.
Okay.
a lot of y'all know.
Ms. Ramon, you were charged with theft. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
On April 9th, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, an officer was dispatched with a theft at Target. The officer arrived and made contact with loss prevention employees who stated they observed two Hispanic females, later identified as the defendant and co-defendant. They were in the store selecting merchandise and placing items in a shopping cart, specifically concealing some of the items in a baby car seat while one was pushing the cart. While this defendant was adding merchandise to the shopping cart, she removed the price tags from selected items. Meanwhile, the co-defendant walked through the makeup department, selected 3 items, and placed them in the baby car seat, along with other items they had previously chosen. The co-defendant then proceeded to the jewelry department, where she selected a purse, and both females then moved towards the front of the store, approaching the cash registers without making any pay for the items in the car seat, and exited the store. Without attempting to pay for the merchandise in the shopping cart that the co-defendant was pushing. The defendants were positively identified from previous AFI mugshot photos, and the total value of the items taken was $150.98.
It's Walmart,
Target, Your Honor.
Target. Ms. Ramon, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to go to any Target for any reason. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If I find that you do, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds for you. I am also ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have any contact, hang out with, or be with Ms. Monsivai. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If I find that you're hanging out with her, likewise, you will end up in custody. If you don't have anyone to pony up $5,000 to $10,000 to get you out of jail, you will be stuck like Chuck in there until this case is over with. And I'm telling you, it'll take 9 months just to get, certain types of evidence. Do you understand? What do you do with yourself these days?
I stay home, taking care of my mom.
Did you graduate from high school? What are you going to do with the rest of your life, ma'am? If you need something to do, this is not the right way. That conviction will kill you because people know, you need something to do. When people have too much time on their hands, they become self-destructive, man. You need something to do, and now is the time for you to figure out what you're going to do with the rest of your life. You only have so much time. Before you know it, 5 years will pass. If you've done nothing, you're either going to, hanging out with the wrong crowd and be reliant on a man. You need to be strong as a woman. Never rely on a man. Knowledge is power. We're going to work on that. Do you mind appointing her a lawyer? So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. We'll have you take your seat in the jury box. I'm gonna find you a lawyer here, and then we'll figure out how we're gonna go forward. Don't become a danger to our community. Don't hang around with the wrong people. They're just gonna bring you down. You understand, man? Okay, come on.
This way. Go ahead and sign here, Lisa.
Next, Judge, is page 7 and 8, Finley, or Finlay.
Or about that, John?
You want to go to the next one?
Yeah.
Next one, Judge, is page 21, Roberts. Come on up.
Stuff like that, city court. A lot of benefit being.
Good morning, Miss Roberts. Over, 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 and over. Now on our fourth. You now stand charged with prostitution. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
On April 9th, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, an officer was conducting an undercover investigation and observed the defendant walking on the side of the street. The officer observed that the defendant was exposing part of her breast and made contact with the defendant. The defendant asked the officer if the officer was the police, to which the officer replied he was not. And the defendant gestured with her hands a 100, indicating values. The officer, whose training experience recognizes to be a tactic used by prostitution workers to mitigate verbal conversations because they're aware of police reporting tactics. The officer then whispered 100, 104. The officer gestured a closed fist, entering and exiting the officer's mouth to indicate oral sex. The defendant then nodded her head up and down to indicate a yes response. The defendant then told the officer to get a room at a nearby hotel. The officer stated the defendant gestured a 2 and 5 to indicate the price of the hotel. The officer left the scene and gave the predetermined bus signal, and the defendant was detained. The officer stated the defendant was positively identified using her FBI.
Okay. I'm gonna find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case, ma'am. Here's what we're going to do. I'm putting a monitor on your ankle now, and I'm forbidding you from going to any street from these cases that you've been on. If I find that you do, I'm going to revoke your bond, put you in jail, and I'm going to make your bond high. It stops today. Do you understand? The next thing that we're going to do, I will appoint your lawyer, but it's time for you to get a real job, a 9-to-5 job, one where you actually work, get up, go to work for 8 hours, and then go home. I'm going to bring you back in 2 weeks, and I want to see what you have done to fill out a gajillion applications. If nothing gets done, it's not going to go well. Do you understand? But this stops on our 4th, no more. And if I find that you're engaging in any type of way, do you understand? So I'd like to look at all the streets for every single case that we've had here, and then we're going to forbid her from going to any of these streets. I want it to ding and a GPS monitor so that we know she's not going to any of these streets. And we'll go from there. I'm going to have you sign a reset with Victoria, and then I'm going to have you take a seat in the jury box while we work out all the details, man. Please.
Judge, purpose of the monitor other than the exclusion, did you want a curfew or anything?
Yeah, I guess so. Right. Yeah. Let's do a curfew so she's not out in the middle of the night.
7?
No, I mean, I don't want to be restrictive like 9 to 6. Yeah. I don't want her going anywhere near any of the streets on any of those prior cases. No drugs, no alcohol, and must get a full-time job. Right?
All right, Judge, page 7 and 8, Finley.
Morning, Mr. Finley. Is it Finley? Mr. Finley. You're charged with evading arrest or detention and unlawful carrying of a weapon. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Judge, I'd like to start out by prefacing that the unlawful carry is based on the defendant being under 21 years of age.
Okay.
And then I'll proceed with the.
Yeah.
On April 10, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, a law enforcement officer was dispatched to a disturbance with a weapon call. The 911 caller gave a description of an individual with a gun at an intersection. Law enforcement officers, upon arrival, found a defendant who matched the description in the intersection. The defendant looked at the law enforcement officers, marked the car, and ran from the law enforcement officers. Law enforcement officers then said to the defendant, "Police, stop," and the defendant disregarded the command and kept running. The defendant then ran into an apartment complex and met a dead end, then stopped running and was detained. The defendant.
So they saw the gun on him. They saw him with a gun.
Your Honor, I don't know that they saw him. It's after he was detained, they found the gun in his front right pocket.
What led them to him in the first place?
There was a 911 call. It seems the 911 caller did see the gun.
Okay.
And then the officers were dispatched.
Match the description of this dude with a gun.
Yes, Your Honor.
So cops come, he takes off. Okay.
And then he was detained after evading for approximately 100 yards. And then the law enforcement officers searched the defendant and found a pistol in the defendant's front right jacket pocket, a small bag of marijuana in the defendant's front right hand.
Okay. Here's the problem. You're on felony probation. So I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause, Mr. Finley. Let's do this. Do you mind appointing him a lawyer today? And then we'll have him talk to a lawyer. For now, you are not to use alcohol or dope, be in possession of a weapon. You're on felony probation where you're looking at 2 to 10 in the penitentiary. You're supposed to live life as if you have a halo above your head, Mr. Finley, because if not, you're looking at up to 10 years prison. You understand? What do you do with yourself these days? Do you work? Go to school?
Before that, I said got arrested. I got fired.
What were you doing?
Warehouse job.
Okay. It's time to get back to the jobs. You need to get a job. And I am making that a condition of your bond as well. If I find that you're not working, just doing nothing all day, it's not going to go well for you. I'm going to test you like crazy. If I find that you're using, it's not going to go well. Do you understand? I'm giving you the opportunity now to not use, because I'm telling you, I will test you 45 days from today. And if you continue to use, it's not going to go well for you. Do you understand?
So
So back again in 2 weeks to see about a job. And then, so for now, I'll have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. We'll have you take a seat in the jury box while we have you sign bond conditions. You will meet shortly here with pretrial for your bond conditions. All I want are my streets to be safe. You do anything to my streets. You understand me? Come on.
Your Honor, just to clarify.
I'm finding probable cause on both cases.
Both cases, yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Yeah, he's on felony probation, you know?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Judge, that was the
Is that it?
Last arraignment.
Great. Hi, Lori. What's new?
I'm approaching on Candace Gibbs. She's charged with failed to ID. I was,
Jail?
I was asking for a PR bond.
The only case she has open is the endangering upstairs?
Excuse me?
The only case she has open is the endangering upstairs?
No, she has fraudulent use of identifying that came out.
Oh, so she's at no bond on those cases?
From my understanding, I can't see, it says that on there, but her attorney asked me to move her up to get her out. I think they gave her a bond on those.
Ms. Gibbs, please. Ms. Gibbs, yeah. No, she's on docket. She's on the jail docket. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You mind bringing up Ms. Gibbs? Yes.
Counsel for reset.
Joseph, who you got?
Judge, I've got Benny Hernandez.
How you feeling?
Yeah, not too great, but I'm managing. Judge, we can, this case, we could possibly do a plea on it today if we can do it all through the portal, if I can sign the documents through the
Yeah,
portal.
I'm sure we can.
Okay.
Do you know what offer you're gonna take?
The state's offered 15 months of probation.
Okay.
This is the second
Yeah,
DWI.
everything can be done through the portal. Do you have your guy's phone number so you can, talk to him
Yes.
outside?
Yes, I do. I believe he's in the courtroom right now.
Benny Hernandez, your lawyer's gonna call you now. Step outside, talk to him about everything, and then when you come back in, we'll get it done. Please. Okay, Joseph, we'll
All right.
get it written up and put in the portal for you.
Thank you. All right.
Sure thing.
Your question, Dr.
Do you see a bond on the two felonies, on the fraud and there's two fraudulent cases?
It's the same situation we had on that case a while back where the warrant's not signed at magistrate and their magistrate confirming that the judge in the family court review the case, like PC and everything.
So it's not been signed.
It hasn't been signed, the PC hasn't been found in felony yet, so the PC
I
has
see.
to be read in the felony court and then they decide whether they want to find PC or no PC.
Okay. But she went to court. I don't know if they just didn't do that.
I'm not sure why.
There are like two Bs then?
There,
She hasn't signed it.
She's had resets since
Okay. So
What?
you look at it.
April 8th, 15th, your next court date, 30th.
She just went to court. She got picked up on me.
I don't know why the court hasn't addressed these yet.
Okay, so Ms. Gibbs, the reason I'm bringing you out now is that your lawyer is asking for me to give you a PR bond on your failure to identify oneself. I don't know, I have to look at what's going on in your life to see, should we give you a PR bond? Are you a danger to the community? I mean,
Not at all, sir. Not at all. I'm a college graduate. I've got 4 kids I need to take care of. I have a job. I have a vehicle. I have no problem getting to court at all. Like the last 2 court dates that I had with my felony, I had a miscarriage and I was in the hospital. And they're aware of that.
everybody tells me it's little bunnies jumping in the woods.
That's
You know?
the only thing it was. It was, I had a for real miscarriage.
I get it, but you're on bond for a felony endangering a child.
Mhm.
You've picked up 2 fraudulent uses. And now, after those 3 cases, you've now picked up a 4th case of failure to identify oneself. So
They were all in this.
stop.
Okay.
You have the right to remain silent. I just want to know what's going on
Yes, sir.
to see whether we should give you a PR bond, because this is not a revolving door, you
I
know?
understand that.
Yeah.
I apologize.
So we're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. Okay, please.
On April 2nd, 2025, the officer was monitoring a neighborhood police radio broadcast. The officer heard a broadcast call for the theft of a department store off of East Sam Houston Parkway in Harris County, Texas. The caller gave a description of the defendant and explained the defendant had just left the store. The officer arrived in the area and found the defendant as she was described by the caller, along with a male individual with the defendant. The officer observed the defendant and the individual enter into a motor vehicle and exit the parking lot. The officer observed the motor vehicle had no front license plate and expired registration. The officer conducted a traffic stop and made contact with the defendant. And the defendant identified themselves as Kathleen O'Brien, date of birth, May 24th, 1982. The defendant stated she did not have any ID card on her person. The officer looked up the defendant by the name and date of birth on the public safety photo, and they did not resemble the defendant. The officer asked for the name and date of birth of the defendant once again, and the defendant gave the same name and date of birth. Due to the photograph not matching, the officer attempted to confirm the defendant's name and date of birth with the mobile FIS. That returned the actual identity of the defendant as Candace Lynn Gibbs, date of birth July 16, 1981. Along with a Harris County Sheriff's Office mugshot of the defendant that matched the driver of the vehicle.
So they didn't charge you with a theft?
I don't believe so, Your Honor. Or they did not.
So what's going on with the two fraud cases that she has that shows like no bond?
Not sure.
You know anything about those cases, Lori?
No, sir. I know that she went to court on the 15th, 14th?
15th, yes,
On the
ma'am.
15th on the, I received an email from her felony attorney stating that this was the only case that was holding her in and to see if I could move her up to get her out.
She said something that they weren't filed or they weren't, something hadn't been done where.
Yeah, she said they weren't filed yet.
They're filed. I guess the judge just hasn't signed it yet.
Your Honor, it looks like there was a plea offer made originally for the endangerment of a child. And that plea offer has been made now on the fraudulent use case. That was just, I believe, discussed between the felony prosecutor and the defense attorney. I believe that may be the intention, Your Honor, on the cases upstairs.
In this case, Lori, in the fraudulent use case, in her clutch, as they pull them over, she has the identifying credit cards, debit cards of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 different items of other people's identifying information. You are on bond for endangering a child. You pick up 2 fraudulent use cases and now allegedly at a store doing whatever with a failure to ID. I'm not going to sit here and give you yet another PR bond. You know, at some point we have to say when, and now is that time. Your bond, literally $50 to get you out, right? But I can't sit here and continue to just perpetuate this thing over and over and over. All I want is my community to be safe, you know?
I understand
Right.
that,
So
sir.
I'm going to find probable
In an
cause.
abusive relationship.
Don't say anything, but gotta understand that, right, I'm not gonna give her a PR bond for you, I'm sorry. All right. So ma'am, what we'll do now, Your felony cases are set for the 30th of April. We can set you for the day after and we'll go from there. Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Hey, Hunter.
Here on Destiny Perkins.
Okay,
She's here, President Court Judge. She just sent me the last two things I needed for the mitigation because the things she sent me before were wrong. I'll get that in today and then hopefully she gets
so
accepted.
let's set it off for a week to see if you get accepted or not.
Yep.
And then if she is, then have her come back. We'll send her for a TRAS. If she's not accepted here, so we can take care of it. If there's no decision by next week, I'll waive the appearance.
Okay.
And then we'll get on them to get the decision
Well,
out.
I'll be bugging them if I haven't heard anything by the next court date. So
If it's not, I'll waive, so it doesn't have to waste your time.
sounds good, Judge.
Okay. Over and over.
Roberts?
Good morning.
Yeah, that's me. Come on up.
Yeah. Yeah. Mostly, yes. He just said last week, he was.
I should understand, yeah, it's a terrible opportunity for a T. Sure. Yeah. Okay, so I'll see that. Sorry, keep you waiting. Ready?
Did you got your guide down?
Yes.
Great. Okay. Is it on docket or no?
It's all right.
It's off. Oh, what's it cost us? Good morning, Mr. Sherrill.
Good morning.
Mr. Sherrill, you're charged with, if I'm remembering correctly, it's terroristic threat, right?
Sure.
Did you get the cause number?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Mr. Sherrill, you're charged with terroristic threat. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We have already done probable cause. I found probable cause to go forward with your case. We set a bond. He's made the bond or no?
Yes, he has.
You've made the bond.
Yes.
Okay. So I am entering in what's called a magistrate's order for emergency protection. This is a court order that identifies Ms. Taylor as a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or an assault against this person, commit an act in furtherance of an offense under section 42.072 of the Texas Penal Code, which is the stalking statute. You cannot threaten, harass, use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior. You cannot be in possession of a weapon or go within 200 feet of where she lives or where she works. Do you understand? They're not currently together now?
No.
Okay, great. So there's just no,
So,
I don't want to talk about the case.
No, it's not. She still like communicates with like my family and my friends. Like I don't even live here, and it's events coming like my best friend's wedding. I'm going to the wedding, but she's trying to come. So how do I have
Got to be careful, you know, you're not to have any contact with her, you know,
she's
this court.
sounds like she's using, I don't know if she knows there's a restraining or a protection
She
order.
is using, the officer was a personal friend, so that's why.
Okay, well,
So this merely says that you can't go to or near her residence, right, where she lives, where she works. Don't have any contact with her. The problem is that there's a lot of vindictive people in this life. You know, if you go to the same place that she is, and you end up bumping into each other and she says something to you, it's a recipe for disaster. So you have to be very careful. If you go to this wedding and she's there, it's like a ticking time bomb. So you need to be just very careful because I don't know, what kind of person she is. If she's that type of person, you got to be very careful because there are a lot of people that will call them and say, hey, this happened, when it's just not true. And if it does, they issue the warrant and then it's up to you now. You pick up another charge. So just be careful. All I want is just you not to have any contact with her. Don't be in possession of weapons. As long as you can do that, we're cool. I'm going to waive your appearance so you don't have to waste your time coming to court here as well. Just stay in touch with counsel and he'll tell you if and when you have to come back to court here. So you don't have to come back and forth every single court date. Just stay in contact and he'll let you know if and when you have to come back.
I appreciate it.
You have any questions?
I guess so.
You live in Baltimore, right? Okay. So for now, what I'm gonna have to do is I'll have you sign a reset with Victoria. We'll have you take a seat in the juror box. We'll get your bond conditions, have you sign it, and after that, you're free to go. Okay? Please. Hi.
My name is Tyrese Mosley. We were set yesterday to inquire.
Oh, I remember. Right.
There is a video that exists, Your Honor. There was a subpoena for another video. I'm not sure the relevancy of that video, but there is a video that exists in the portal. So I'm gonna get with.
They're not in compliance with the discovery here, so.
Apparently there's a video still missing that was subpoenaed. I just don't know the relevancy of it. I'd ask that it be excluded if.
I told you I was going to.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, well, whatever that video is.
Hey, come up real quick, please. Blaze, we're talking about, what was the last name again?
Mostly, Tyrese Mosley. So one video that was.
So it's 200 days old and we had a 10-day discovery hearing last 2 weeks ago because there were still videos that are not in. I'd asked you guys to subpoena the officer to come to court or to have the videos.
There's a video, Judge, but. again,
Not the one that he's, there's a specifically different one.
That is a video, but remember I said there was a subpoena video just last month that the subpoena that still has not been received.
I don't know.
Here's the thing, I'm looking at the video, okay, we'll sit over there.
I guess do me a favor, speak with him and just see if you guys can get on the same page and then let me know. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Please.
All right. I'll just be reset to the clerk and some of the following on the side.
Hi, Martin. Come on. Yeah.
Approaching on Mr. Caballero. Judge, he was approved for PTI yesterday. He's already done the TRAS, so we're just waiting for the contract.
Okay, let's sit you off for a week.
I'm sorry? Yeah, can we do two? Because once we get it, he has to get the interlock.
I want to make sure that you get the contract,
Okay.
Hold on a second. Let me see. Have they not sent out the contract yet?
We just got approved yesterday, Judge, so
I think it was just sent this morning. It might just be
my fault. You're absolutely right. She showed me that email this morning. It was at 8:08, something like that. We got it.
For a week, just so that we know that you've got the contract. But if you have the contract, I'll give you 2 weeks.
You have it.
Okay.
Thank you. I totally forgot. Victoria did show me that.
So if he doesn't have it done by the 2 weeks, it's
Yeah, sure.
241 days. I'm bringing him back day for day. Let him know. Okay? All right. Tell me.
So, subpoena was sent out on 3/4 of this year. Videos came back on 3/6. Now, must came in the system until he got back on the docket. We didn't see they came back. Once he came back on the docket, they were shooting on 4/20.
Okay.
That is correct. So I know that in more videos.
Are you telling me that's everything that you wanted?
Yes, sir.
That's everything, that's everything we got back today now.
When did we do the 10-day discovery hearing?
It looks like that.
That was, it's been recent, because I'm not gonna hold them to it if we had the videos already.
The other issue, Your Honor.
I'm not gonna exclude anything.
Right, I mean, here's the other issue, it was a massive amount of issues. So I can see where it took me a little bit with talking about. Shh. It could have just been an issue of, hey, we didn't look. Or none of us looked just because it was a lot of videos, we didn't have time to get through them.
So, I guess that is the district court case.
Have you seen all the videos?
I have seen.
Okay, do you have an offer on the case?
So I think there's a 3-year TBC offer up in Felony.
Oh, he's got a felony.
It's average, so same.
Same transaction?
I told defense counsel, I know we're not sitting here waiting for felony. I did tell defense counsel that it does take something on felony. Let's do that TBC offer.
Obviously.
Dismiss ours again.
Are you representing him upstairs?
Yes, sir, yeah.
Uh,
We set on May 19th on that case, so
What's the setting on that?
it's probably.
Oh, okay, great. So if we know that that's where you're headed to, that that's what's gonna happen, then we'll give you the same day. Right, I'm not gonna, if you know that that's gonna happen and we have a roadmap of where we're going, then I'm okay with setting it on that same day for you guys to take care of business then. But let them know if it's not done, if they reset you or what, I'm setting it for trial that day. Yeah? Okay, thanks. Hey, bottom of 15, you set it for the same day as a felony? Oh, look who's back. What a ray of sunshine. Plea or trial on the next one. Same day as a felony. Hi, Anna.
Good morning, Judge. Hi, Bruce.
Yeah.
I've got a couple to talk to you about this morning.
You do the easy ones first?
Well, whenever I have to talk to you, Judge, they're never easy.
That's not true.
Fair enough, fair. But these,
I know. Okay.
the first one is gonna be Wilson Keonje. Start with the less difficult.
Okay.
Can we hear PC on this one?
Is it, you say Keontae? Keonjae?
Keontae.
Okay, yeah, of course.
On February 6, 2025, a law enforcement officer was dispatched to an assault at Provision High School. Law enforcement officer arrived and observed 15 to 20 students fighting each other and struggling with staff members and security guards. The law enforcement officer detained a number of students. After seeing mostly calmed down, the female was struggling and fighting against male students who run out onto the floor and rejoined the fight. The law enforcement officer approached the males and put the female students' hands behind their back. The law enforcement officer got closer to the defendant, turned towards the law enforcement officer, put his arms up to stop the law enforcement officer's progress towards the female and said, no. The law enforcement officer grabbed the defendant's shirt and told him not to interfere, he would be taken to jail. The defendant replied, I will, and remained in the law enforcement officer's path. The law enforcement officer handcuffed the defendant and ordered him to get on the ground and began pushing the defendant towards the ground and told him to get on the ground again. The defendant remained on his knees, pushing out against being pushed. The law enforcement officer pushed the defendant down towards the wall. The defendant pushed up, causing the law enforcement officer to fall to the ground. The defendant righted herself before continuing to struggle with the defendant to get him to the ground. I believe that's a typo. The law enforcement officer righted themselves.
So there's a fight.
Yes, Your Honor.
The officer is asking him to move, get out of the way, so he can do whatever he needs to get done, and he just refuses to get out of the way.
Yes, Your Honor.
Anna?
So it sounds like the interference is my client doing this.
He's impeding the path of where he's trying to go or what he's trying to do.
Okay.
Right? I mean,
That's what I have, Your Honor.
is there a body cam on this?
It looks like we do have a significant amount of video.
Have you seen the body cam? Does it show that?
I have not watched them all because it's quite a bit, Judge.
Okay.
But
You remember, it's a low burn.
I understand.
Probable cause, and he's, the officer's like, hey, move, man, I gotta get this stuff done. And he's like, no, I'm not gonna move, I'm gonna stay here, just, I mean, I get it's just standing there, but.
Okay.
So look at the video. If you see something different, let me know.
Okay. The next one I have to talk to you about is Torrance.
Come on, Ms. Torrance.
I've spoken with the state And so there's kind of a couple of things going on. I'm assuming you want to do the BVR first. I've spoken with the state. We are going to ask for a hearing. I'll let the state speak for themselves because
Your Honor, we do not have any toxicology bag. We have blood alcohol report, but that is not the toxicology report.
Well, talking about the bond violation
Bond
report.
violation, I apologize.
It's okay.
I apologize.
I don't think the state is prepared to have the hearing today. But
I've got bond violations. The Scram device has confirmed alcohol consumption violations on 3/15/25 at 1:51 PM, 3/23 at 7:14. Confirmation was received 3/25/25 by the analyst, and it's a third bond violation.
I understand, Judge, but those,
Let her go.
the rules of evidence apply at a bond hearing, and we need somebody with personal knowledge or somehow to get around that hearsay to do the hearing, and I don't think the state's prepared to do that today.
We do not have anyone here to do that today, Your Honor. I apologize.
Hey, who do we need? What Scram analyst do we need to get down here? So we can, right, so they can testify that what's in the BVR.
Let me get that.
I'm sending her now for a drug and alcohol test right now as well.
I'm going to send her for the test now.
Right now.
Okay. Okay. Have a seat, and then once they put the order in, we'll have you go over there. Okay.
She can head over before the jury.
Okay.
It's good.
Okay. You go over to 41 San Jacinto? Okay.
And then Anthony, do you see, who do we have that can come?
Yeah, I'm gonna
You
get
mind?
a name and.
Yeah, okay.
You want me
We'll
to
get it. I'm gonna try to get it today.
They'll probably be.
Okay, who else?
And then, well, so the secondary issue, on Ms. Torrance is we have gotten the alcohol report back. They sent the, blood off to get analyzed for toxicology.
Oh, Lord, did you just send the blood off?
Well, and Judge, if,
No.
Verify when that,
This case is 233 days old and we have violation after violation. I'm not waiting anymore. She's way too much drama for me and I'm ready to set this thing for trial. I'm not doing it anymore.
For the courts, I did email a person on that side, just got a response. Toxicology analysis still in process, pending completion, it's likely requires some time before the lab board received.
Did you just send it?
No. We've been sending follow-ups. This was like a last Hail Mary attempt of, do we have it or do we not? They still have it.
Do you have other things to go on regardless?
I think we
You
have.
know?
Spoke with defense counsel, there is, I mean, proper, there was alcohol in the system.
Well, look, it doesn't matter to me, however you guys want to do it, but to me, way too much drama. I'm setting this case for trial. That's
Okay.
it, you know, because
yeah, and he has laid an offer. I just,
I need to talk to her about the offer. If it's not moving anywhere, I'm
okay.
setting it today. It's
Okay,
way
and
too much drama.
Just to remind the court, when I was here last time, you gave them 30 days and said if they didn't have the report, that it wasn't coming.
Okay.
I understand the state has to do its job.
So can you take a look and then, you know, take a look and then let's go. But yeah, I'm ready. Hi, Maverick.
Hey there, Judge.
How are you, man?
Good, good, you?
Sorry to bring you down here.
No, it's good.
Is your client here?
He is.
Should we bring him
Come
up?
up.
I did speak to pretrial and they did confirm that they are kind of in the mistake. We did not comply. This is because we did come here to court on a Monday 4/7. And when you were here, you already knew his results. Oh, Bennett.
Okay.
And so you already knew his results and you told him, look, I already know your results. There's no use to test him on Thursday. Because he was on a Monday, Thursday at the time. Let's switch him to once a week. We can't tell him when he would be tested next week, but you know, which day, but sometime next week he'll be tested. So on Thursday, they of course call him and he's like, okay, I already was told not to do it. And then he did not go. And so it put him in the system as a BVR. When he was, in his opinion, following directions.
Okay, I'm gonna send him now, I guess.
That's fine. And that's, they even said.
As long as you're clean, I'm happy. I just don't want anything in your system, especially oxy. You know, that's all I want. I'm not asking for much, you know? We'll send him for a test now. Hopefully he's clean. If so, everybody's happy. I won't ding him on this. You know, if he's dirty, I don't know what we're gonna do. So let's do this, because it's gonna take a while and I know how busy you are. Leave me your cell phone.
I'm trying to court 3 all day today.
But I can text you, so that way you don't, you know, don't say it.
Okay.
I'm here. If you write down your cell phone, please, and then I'll text you. All right, just take a seat for me. We're gonna send you here momentarily, Mr. Ben. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
Judge, just clarify, Ms. Torrance, if it's possible, if you want to have that bond violation hearing.
If we can, you know, I don't know about the analysts and how soon they can get here, you know?
Pre-trial messaging to see if they can possibly do it.
ASAP. Hi, come on.
Judge, I just have one person on docket, parents for you, Macero Barcenas.
Senas.
Yes, his second last name, Judge. First last name, Macero, Macero.
Okay, tell me.
I believe our last court setting, we were offered a decision-making course for dismissal.
Okay.
I sent it to my client. I believe he started. I just haven't received a certificate, but I believe maybe he might have finished. He just hasn't sent it. I was gonna ask if I just get a little time to confirm whether he's finished.
See how old it is. It's 191 days old. He's had since April. I'm
sir.
sorry, since March 4th to get it done. Is he here now?
No, his appearance was waived today, Judge.
We'll set you off a week.
Yes, Judge.
Got to be here in a week.
Absolutely.
Tell him if he doesn't get it done, I'm gonna roll him day for day in 3 weeks.
Excellent. Sounds good. Thank you, Judge.
Finlay.
Ms. Reading.
Good morning, Judge.
Hi.
I'm actually on intake and I'm just here for Mr. Finley.
What's the last name?
Finley. Ay, Kambamba. How do you say it? I can't find his
I still don't. Let's see.
Jalen Finley. It's Fin or Finley? Finley.
M is in Mary,
The first name is Jalen.
but the last name.
Find
F, okay.
Lay. Finley.
Is he in jail?
It says it's on bond.
Oh, you got the new case. I see.
That's
That's
a new case, yeah.
Gotcha. So he's on felony probation. I've ordered him not to use. I told him I'm gonna test him in around 45 to 50 days.
Okay.
I'm bringing him back in 2 weeks to see what he's done to get a job as well, just reading. So he's not just doing nothing. May 6th to the 8th, Miss Reading.
May 8th is great.
8th, yeah. I hear.
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
Well, hold on.
Oh,
Let me
okay.
just admonish him in front of you.
Okay.
Anthony, can I talk to him real quick? This is the lawyer that we've appointed to represent you, Ms. Freedy. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with her. If she tells me she can't get a hold of you because you're playing games, you pick up a 4th case, it's not going to go well for you. Do you understand? Keep my streets safe. Okay? Do you have Mr. Finley's application so I can get, I'm sorry, Mr. Finley's application? So I can get.
I had it here, what do you mean?
I want to get the, I want to chat her the cell phone so she has it.
Oh, I can email it to her, I have her email address.
Okay.
I'll do it right now.
Victoria's going to email you his cell phone so you have it. Okay?
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, yes, Ms. Freedom. Have fun.
Happy Easter.
You too. You ready? Joseph, I'll hit you up next.
All right, Judge.
Stephanie Alcantar.
Okay.
And I submitted a mitigation packet and the state and I have come to an agreement where they're going to have 16 hours of community service and then a parenting class.
And what?
And a parenting class.
Got it. Okay.
So I was going to see if we can get, a couple of weeks.
Yeah, we'll give you 2 weeks. Okay.
If we can do 16 hours. So I,
She here?
yes,
You might bring her up.
yes. Ms. Alcantar?
She's not doing anything in life then, because it's already nearly 200.
She's a single mother and she watches her kids and then also all of her family's, their cousins and relatives' kids as
To
well.
Alcantar, they've given you a great offer where they will dismiss your case if you do 2 things, 16 hours of community service and a parenting class. How long will it take you to get the 16 hours done? Okay, done. The quicker you do it, the better it is for you. The only other thing I'm going to tell you is don't bring your proof on a bar napkin. It's got to be at a legitimate place like the Houston Food Bank or something like this. Don't wait till the day before court to get it done. I would start on it immediately. All right? Okay. All right, guys, have fun. Okay, Joseph, are you ready?
Judge, I haven't received the plea paperwork in the portal yet. I'm waiting on.
Shoot, and I was just getting worked out with the chief, and I'm filing.
You're filing it right now, Joseph.
Okay, thank
There
you.
was a hiccup. Yeah, give
All
me a
right.
cue. Hey, you filed a removal of an interlock on Lister. Is that the one that we revoked?
That was the old year that was revoked.
Okay.
It was already in my queue, I assume you and Maria talked about it.
Yeah.
But I can delete it if you don't want to.
No. I mean,
That's the one removed from the.
okay.
He's ready to go.
Hey.
I have one for you.
Sure.
We have 2 almost method prosecutors here. We just need to get sworn in. I'm not saying right now, I know we're busy, just.
Yeah, let's swear in whenever you want.
We can wait.
I'm happy to do it. Let me talk to them.
Yeah.
And then we can. Hi. Hi.
Lacey Johnson, Mental Health Division Judge. How are you?
Great to see you. What's new?
Just trying to do some more work in misdemeanor. And if you haven't heard, we are supposed to be having full-time misdemeanor mental health prosecutors coming online in the next couple months. So we're very excited about that.
That's exciting.
But in the meantime, we're trying to,
Guys that you have now are great. They're just so understanding and great.
yeah, well, I think there's a lot of things we can do to help in misdemeanor court. And so that's what I'm here to hopefully do today. On Mr. I beg your pardon if I'm butchering his name, El Majzoub.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's correct.
He is on docket today. I can give you a case number if you
Is he
need
in
it.
in
Yes,
custody?
he's in custody.
Are you handling just mental health? No.
Yes, I'm handling just mental health.
Is that recent?
Lori and I are just handling mental health.
But is that recent or no?
No, since I've been here, I've just been in with mental health.
Okay, what was the cause number?
So his first cause number is 255-6958. And that's the document that I filed. It was the agreed stipulation of evidence. That's what we filed. And so I got a notice that she had filed for a motion for competency exam. I took a look at the cases. This gentleman has been through competency restoration services before and has a well-documented mental health history. And so I told her, rather than waiting for an exam, which I feel fairly confident I know the outcome of, I will agree to stipulate that he is incompetent so that we can go ahead and get the services started. So what we're asking you to do today is to sign the stipulation of evidence, sign your regular order that you would for competency restoration services.
Yeah.
And then if you could also enter the order for clinical assessment for outpatient or jail-based competency restoration. So if we can see if either of those options would be appropriate for him.
Huh?
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you,
great.
Judge.
Yeah, just, you mind putting it in the queue? It's on Elma Zook. Page 32? Yeah, 31 and 32. Yeah. So everything's been already filed, right? So he just put it in the queue?
So the two orders are ones that should be in your order database, but I'm happy to confirm that those are the right ones once they've been pulled up for you.
No, I don't.
It's usually. We can take it. Yeah.
I don't usually file it.
No, it's usually should come from the clerks have it in their database. Yeah, that's one of the documents that needs to be signed. So the order for competency restoration, and I can give you the statute if you need it. And then I can show you the other one, but it's called Order for Clinical Assessment for Outpatient or Jail-Based Competency Restoration.
That one. We'll get it. We'll get it, but it might take a
And I can show it.
Let's show them.
Okay, as soon as I get it, we'll sign it.
Wonderful. Thank you, Judge. And then
Do me a favor though, do you mind maybe like email all three?
That's the goal, and then I'll give you. Yes. Oh.
Yeah, I'm here for mental health, so. No. So I'm gonna go. I can work in two places. Yes, so, yes, you should send it, there should be, a key or send a packet off to me.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna send you an email right now, and then I will work with getting this.
Thanks. Good job getting it so it's not having to wait another 30 days. Mine was, that's great. Can we do that? I mean, a lot.
expanding our options. We're trying to be more proactive on cases where we can stipulate, and then hopefully coming to the next couple of weeks is the procedure actually authorizes us to agree to what's called a 151 order when the suggestion and competency has been raised, and we're trying to see if there's evidence of either mental illness or ID. If the state agrees to dismissal, you could already enter the HTTC or civil amendment. So we're trying to do that or especially on. Yes. Yeah, so hopefully that revised order will be coming for approval soon.
Sure.
Yes.
He was great on stage.
Yeah, it's on for the 2 weeks, that's why I said competency. And I was supposed to. But yes. As opposed to when you are. They see LACY.
How do you like a large one? Yeah. You're not too far from here.
Like moving files. Yes, that should be your restoration.
Okay, hey, Dick, I was wrong. I was wrong.
Yeah.
Joseph, are you ready?
Yes, Judge.
Are you ready on, or I guess, what are you doing? Just give me a second, Ray's in the middle of something, Joseph. As soon as he's done, then I'll look
All
to
right.
see when you're done.
Yes. It's a lot of information. So, looking at the order for restoration.
It's on the, here, for the person, or you want to put it. He's here. And then it's
Come on, hi, come on. Yes, please. Hi, good morning.
Here on Javier Marin this morning,
Is.
Okay.
and I spoke with the chief. There was a mistake about it being a DWI second. In fact, the DWI first that they thought was the issue was actually reduced to a reckless driving charge. And so this is actually just a true DWI first. And the chief has made a time served offer today that.
Wait a second. Can you run his NCSC, please? Because usually it's a DWI and they might reduce it to an obstruction or a reckless, but it's a DWI. Right? And the thing is that the last thing I want is for him to wrap his car around a pole because he continues to get proverbial slaps on the wrist, you know?
And then at this point, that's all you need to. If, so when you send these steps together for the outpatient or jail-based programs, they'll send us back a report, and if,
Sure.
He's admitted to either of those programs.
So we did submit a PTI litigation packet for him as well, just under the assumption that.
I mean, that's up to you guys. The problem is it's 190 days old, right? That's should have like a long time ago, right?
Yes, it's really just.
Let me know if you need to come back. Otherwise, maybe want to check in and.
They filed it as a second, and I'll tell you, let me look at the information.
Sorry, give me 1 second.
Yeah, it looks like you convicted of a DWI in Lawton, Comanche County, Oklahoma in '01.
Laura?
Yes, Your Honor, it was. It was a DUI. Okay.
He's already addressed this.
Sorry, I'm trying to decide.
Take your time, there's no rush.
Or that's where they.
And like I said, it looks like that way. The DUI was dismissed. That's.
It was reduced and wasn't dismissed.
It says dismissed, I think, there's no language on the NCIC.
So it said dismiss and then at the same time, a reckless?
Says, dismissed 2001, guilty, and then a guilty plea for a traffic offense. Then for the municipal prosecutor, and then.
Following directions.
Okay, I'm gonna send them now. I
That's
guess.
fine. And that's,
So I'm not sure, it might have just been dismissed. Was it, where do you think that
It's from the attorney of record. He said that he was speaking with Abigail Balance. From my understanding, the previous introduced a reckless driving equivalent from Oklahoma, and then she wrote back.
I'm sorry, the NCIC just not clear exactly how that transaction.
Yeah, it's not an by second, it truly is not. It is. We got
It's
to.
reduced from a, it was,
I don't really have to Oklahoma. But it is not that DWI. That is.
was it a deal that got reduced or reckless or an obstruction?
Alright, there you go. You're pretty good.
Hold on, Jane, that's higher. So I misspoke, Your Honor. We did not get a JNS back because there is no JNS from Oklahoma. The only thing I can see was there was a DUI charge, no information on it. It's hard for me to track, but there are no DWI convictions. So it's hard for me to track to see if that charge that we have that was, we don't need the JNS on, was the one that was.
They usually don't file it, just.
Right, because it was a class C. Or well, there's a mall, so it's different. There would be the equivalent of class C here.
What do you want? One time serve?
We would like to give that offer to our client today because
I mean, we got to do something today. It's 190 days old.
it's today, but
Oh, it's waived.
could have it coming on the next setting.
Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll set you off a week. Okay, have your client come in so we can take care of it. You know, I'm okay with just, can you go ahead and do the reduction now? How do we?
So, yes, Your Honor, so what I can do is I could, because we're reducing it, basically I can run the plea paperwork, Your Honor, we are angry.
Well, we'll need the new NCIC regardless, right?
I'm sorry.
We'll need the new NCIC regardless.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know the NCIC by heart? On
In
the
Your Honor,
first?
the offer we've made, it's within the NCIC. It's
Okay.
within class B.
Is it above a 0.15 or no? Okay, yeah, if you want it, I'm okay with it.
Judge, and also we did apply for PTI. I don't know if that's still on the table.
Do you know, have you turned in? Have you turned it in?
And as of yesterday, yes.
So,
Oh, as of yesterday.
As of yesterday, Judge.
Do you see that it's been turned in?
So we submitted it to,
So regardless, I mean, do you want the PTI? Is that what you want?
my client would really like that. He would.
So let's, I mean, go that avenue and we'll see if they are, down. You're probably, have you filed mitigation paperwork explaining to them that it's not a second though?
yes, Judge.
Okay, great. Because they need to know, because they're gonna automatically refuse you if they think it's a second.
That was my whole love before I made this. But once I saw it, and I can tell you, Your Honor, the convictions were passing on.
Okay. I just want to confirm that you have the image.
I don't know that.
It was sent to Lindsay Tizard.
Oh, no. That's, okay.
And Flo Dufocon.
So let me.
You guys get together. I'll give you a week to 2 weeks to get the response and we'll go from there. Yeah.
Thank you, Judge. I appreciate it.
2 weeks. They're filing the PTI today.
Okay.
Okay, counsel, come on.
Yes, good morning, Judge. I'm here on docket for Ms. Roberts, Judge. There's a sensitive matter I'd like to approach the bench on, if I'm allowed.
Yes, let's go back. Counsel.
Yes, sir. So.
Should I? Yeah, that way I got you. Yes, sir. Let's call me Matt, please. You got it. Oh, some water? Yeah. Was this? Most things used to be done in chains. There's something that's all good at 30 years. I'm gonna make you. See, I'm gonna make a problem with that. Everybody not present. With ours in school tech. Or tomorrow. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I understand.
So, hey, Greg, I was working with Chief about trial case for next week. We had talked to you yesterday about it, but we did have that worked out for Ms. Parks. She's going to do a 12-month defer. So we're just checking on if we needed to come in Monday to do the plea or if we could plea on Tuesday.
Whatever you want. I don't.
Okay. If we, yes, yeah. So if we could plea on the trial date.
Yeah.
If that's okay.
It's a TRAD for the court next 12
What
months.
is it? Is it a?
Deadly conduct charge. There was an issue in whether or not the state. Shh. But.
Okay.
Look at.
I'm okay with it. Yeah.
Get here to TRAD.
Done.
We'll make sure on the timing too, but we wait on the trial.
Of course.
Great. Okay.
Yeah.
That's all I had, Judge.
Josh.
Thank you. Have a great.
Ready?
I am Judge. I'm doing well.
Good to see ya.
Rain, but in reverse order.
It's Friday Eve, man. Come on. You look great.
We're gonna help coach on Andrew Byrne. Judge, I received a time served offer, was emailed to me on Mr. Dr. Byrne. He's the 80 plus retired doctor in Sarasota, Florida.
Okay.
I was speaking with Mr. Van Ness at length. I was gonna see if we could try to figure out a way to do maybe like an informal PTI where he does all the bells and whistles and they would nollie. So if, without him having to come back from Sarasota. So if I could have one reset to do that, if not, then.
It's getting old,
Yes.
right? It's 190 days old. So how long do you want?
Just 3 weeks or so, is that all right?
Done.
Yeah, thank you.
But have you turned everything in? They haven't
So
accepted
we're
it?
not talking about that yet. We're talking about just getting creative with it.
But by then, if there's nothing,
Then I'll either set it for, I'll either set it for plea or trial, but I'm just trying to avoid him having to come back to Houston. If we could work something out.
okay, for sure. Good luck.
Cheers. Thank you.
Cheers.
Happy Easter.
You too.
This way.
Yeah, what's not? Great to see you. Shit, it's always a crutch, man. I'll tell you, especially trying to make lunch for 4 kids. Trying to observe that, it's a nightmare. Well, I've got 4 young kids trying to make lunches and trying to observe it, you know, it's just complete chaos. Making lunch for 4 kids, trying to observe Passover, it's like, it's a kick in the ding ding.
We have a Seder.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And that was Saturday, sundown.
Was it Saturday? Was Saturday was a Sunday? I don't remember.
Yes.
I can't remember what I had for lunch.
Enjoy your,
Yeah.
enjoy your Sunday.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we're closed, correct?
That's
We're all Christians tomorrow.
That's right.
Is the old joke. I've really been, that times. The old joke. What do you want Jewish shopkeepers say? December 26th?
What's that?
Oh, how allergies.
Yeah.
That a good
That's
one?
right. That's fine.
It's anti-Semitic out, right? That was one of my
I don't think
favorites.
you can, I think it was the wrong part.
What's fun is when people can't make fun of themselves anymore. We've lost
We're all self-deprecating,
We've
right?
lost everything.
Yes, right.
Thank you, Judd.
Have fun.
Cheers. I'm gonna drive out and see my daughter in Texas Tech for Easter.
Have fun.
I will.
Do you want Judge?
That wasn't that part, wow, I thought it was part of those things. Oh,
What?
let's see. I'm talking to myself out loud, don't worry about it.
Joseph, are you ready?
Yes, I am, Judge.
Joseph has a clue. Are you ready on Hernandez?
Not yet, John, I'm getting ready right now. The attorney still needs to talk to, Tori, she hasn't even talked to Tori.
Oh,
What do you think about?
he's on Zoom.
Oh, okay.
Are you on Zoom or no?
I don't have a motion, need a motion to give me some vision. That's the attorney.
Hey, we need a motion for community supervision, Joseph.
Oh.
It should look in deeds, look in the portal somewhere, okay?
All right, Judge, thank you.
Forms.
All right.
I don't know. Does it say the condition?
Because he has to do 3 days, because they said. About the attorney.
I'll fix it.
Yeah, let me talk to the chief about this. Sure, yeah, let's see if anything else to do.
I was worried about his $5.
Check. Is it hot in here?
Thank you.
Is this on?
Did you tell Elena you're off?
Got worse because now she wants me to go take the kids to go see Minecraft. I'm like,
Still wants to see that. I'm gonna send it with you. So I'm
Come
not
on.
gonna take it. Hey, let me know if you want to look around the other.
do you know that movie made like 300 million?
I'm not.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Hey, I've got a bunch of conditions that no one signed. We need to bring them up. Ramon.
What are they, pre-trial volunteers?
States, yeah.
Come on, Trent. Let's get out of here. It's crowded if you.
I'm still waiting on, I think it gave it to Plea.
It's on Espinoza, Murphy, and then Ramon.
I just don't
Everything else, I got,
So it's just music?
No. So I see, you know. I see.
Hi.
Mr. Mauro Espinoza.
Okay. All we need him to do is just sign conditions and then you're free to go. Yeah, coming up, Mr. Espinoza. Ray, he's coming up to sign.
Yeah.
That way. We just need you to sign conditions, then you're free to go. Mark, are you representing her?
Yes.
She needs to sign conditions before she leaves. She needs to sign conditions before she leaves. Okay, that's it. No, she just, whenever you're done, she needs to sign conditions before she goes.
No, if you had all these. Okay. I'm over here, right there. Yeah, okay. So even. Yes. There was no. Let's see. I was just I don't know how right it's getting to. It's not great. Juvenile. So sex. Look for sex out. Find the first probably that first. Yes.
This is an off-docket matter. Last week, I filed a competency evaluation, a motion for a comp report. This is for Brandy Lynn Maldonado. I could give you the cause number. If I could get your, if you would sign the motion in the order.
Yeah, just have them put it in the queue.
Thank you. All right.
Yeah.
And in the future, just put it in the queue. I'll sign it. It's not a big deal.
Morning, Your Honor.
You ready?
Yes, sir. Your Honor, I'm with the chief. We're following up on Mr. Renteria's case from yesterday, Richard Renteria.
Yes.
So, Your Honor, we've eval this case. Complainant is not on board. There is no maximum to call. Unfortunately, there is no witness in this case.
I mean, you're not gonna hurt my.
No, I know. I know that there was something yesterday. I wasn't here. With the MOAP or something like that.
Yes.
So we're being forced to file this.
Fine.
All right, now.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor. Works for me. Hey.
All right, see you, Alan. Have fun, man. Let's end Ramon. And then after that, I'm gonna bring up Hernandez to get Joseph out of here. Ramon, come up.
So then you just wait. I want to go over the conditions. That's all. I always do.
You can sign on the impact for your bond petitions. Just go ahead and sign on the alternative copy on this. The little. Cool. Thank you.
Hey, Mac.
Hey, Judge.
How are you?
You doing okay?
Happy Friday Eve.
Happy Friday to you as well.
It's new.
Too much. Liberty to Houston to Conroe this afternoon.
Killing it. Yeah. Do you have someone with them?
No, I did have one on Friday on the docket.
Is it done?
No, sir, they're still waiting on an offense report, but they have basically, I know, Judge, I know, they have everything else but the offense.
How do you not have an offense report? It's 125 days old. What the heck?
Just to.
The officer really hasn't done it? This is why all these cases end up at 200 something days.
Oh, there is an OR, Your Honor. It's just buried down in the video section. Well, it's still Baytown PD. Okay, perfect. All right.
Great. So you're done?
I get it.
Yeah, just get reset.
Yes, sir.
Have fun.
Yeah.
It was.
I don't really have one. Yeah.
All right. I'll move on. Yes, sir. I'll get that done. Write it down. Yeah, this team.
Hey, you want to do that, please?
I think I got it ready.
Yeah. I can do that. Have a good weekend, my friend. Judge, have a good weekend.
Good to see you, dude.
Good seeing you too, Judge. Thank you. I will.
Benny Hernandez?
Yeah.
Waiting for Lisa, we got waiting for Lisa to find terroristic now, even one at a time. Nicholas Menendez. He's on one. Oh, that's sweet.
Is this charged as a 0.15 or above?
It's just charged as a second charge.
Second, okay.
And has the attorney decided on when he's gonna go in?
When is he going in, Joseph?
Judge, he indicated to me that he wanted to do May 9th through the 11th.
Say it again?
May 9th to the 11th.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
For sure. Okay, all right. You're done with blue light for sound right. All right, you're good, you can.
Counsel for reset.
Mr. Hernandez, you're charged with driving while intoxicated, second offense. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 1 year in jail. This is to be probated for 15 months. As part of this agreement, you will do a DWI repeat offender education class. You will do 2 victim impact panels. You will do a TRAS. This is an evaluation to see what other conditions you need. If they assess other conditions, you must fulfill them. Including substance abuse treatment. No drugs, alcohol, no breath test refusal. If you are pulled over while on this probation and an officer asks you to submit a breath test, you must do it while you're on this probation. 40 hours of community service. Do you have any children, sir? Do you have any children? $100 one-time donation to the Houston Food Bank. Three days in Harris County Jail as a condition to begin May 9th. You are way too young to have 2 DWIs going on your record now. This is a damn shame. And the reason is because you will probably be driving for the next 50 years. The problem is that are you going to remember this in 20 years? Are you going to remember this in 30 years? Look at me. What happens if you pick up another DWI? No. No. Prison. You're looking at 2 to 10 in the penitentiary if you ever pick up another DWI. And you don't have to be sloppy, falling down drunk for you to get another one. Just the mere smell in and of itself. When they look at you and they look at your record, they're going to make assumptions. If it walks like a duck, it talks like a duck. Somehow I have to get a hold of your attention so that you understand that we mean business, that it's unacceptable for this to continue to happen. I'm now going to hit you with a surcharge of $4,500 that you will be required to pay. And if you don't pay it, every $100 that you owe, you will sit 1 day in jail. Do you understand? We will give you a sufficient amount of time to pay, but if you start clowning, you pick up another case, you consume alcohol. If you pick up another DWI, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. We will have a hearing, and you're looking at an entire year in jail. Do you understand? I hope that you don't pick up a felony, but the problem is that time heals wounds. In 30 years, you will have forgotten about this, but the law never forgets. So you go out on a date, you win the lottery, whatever. You understand? You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You also give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you are stuck with this until you're done, you complete it, or if it gets revoked. You understand? Yes, sir. This is what you want to do.
So,
How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty?
guilty.
I'm gonna find you guilty. So the total fine that he will owe is the $4,500, and how much it court costs?
It'll be the 4,500 plus the 410. So
So-
4,910.
You will owe now $4,910. We will give you at least 2 years to pay. If you need more time to pay, we can give it to you. If you have any problems while you're on this probation, you can come back and talk to us. She's an extraordinary person, always willing to help. It's not about, I mean, the worst possible thing you can do is just take off. Issues come back, we can always work through anything. I am now required to suspend your license. I'm going to suspend it for 1 year. Do not drive. You understand? You get popped driving, it's not going to go well for you. You understand? Okay, man. Good luck.
Your Honor, one additional,
Yes.
I'm sorry, Judge. One additional thing.
Talk to me.
Mr. Hernandez has had a breathalyzer in his vehicle for the past 7 months. He's been in compliance the whole time. Does he have to keep that in the vehicle?
So I'm suspending his license, Joseph. I'm suspending it for a year. So what we'll do is we'll take it off now, once he gets his portable device. He's got to get the portable device first.
All right.
Okay? You need to understand that every officer in this state knows that you're not allowed to drive unless you have an ignition interlock in your car. You get pulled over and you don't have an interlock in your car, they will arrest you and put you in jail. And then we file a motion to revoke. So don't attempt to drive. Find another way around. Do you understand? I know it's a hardship, but somehow, Mr. Hernandez, we got to get a hold of your attention. Look at the news. Every day someone dies in our county. Hopefully this is the last of it. Good luck. Waive all his fees as far as supervision. Yeah. Okay. All right. Good luck, Mr. Hernandez. Hi.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks, Joseph.
You're welcome.
Take care, man.
You too.
Okay. Hi.
It seems like I'm playing tag with Ms. Blasa.
What? Oh, do we need Blasa?
Yes. This is for Ramos. His mom is here and she speaks Spanish.
Got it. Oh, yeah, we need Blasa.
I know, we're playing tag,
That's okay. I guess we'll just wait.
but I do have someone else, Your Honor.
Just so you're aware, Mr. Ramos tested presumptive negative yesterday. Yes.
Who's your other person?
I have Mr. Butler. He's in custody. He was rolled over from yesterday, Your Honor. This one's Butler.
So what'd you find?
Yes, I spoke to his sister, Dorisha, and she confirmed that she can pick him up once he's released and that he can stay with her for as long as he needs and keep an eye on him to make sure he stays out of trouble.
Yeah, I'm putting a monitor on it so we know where he is. Okay. Do you mind bringing Mr. Butler out? Yes.
I did request if she can come this morning, but she had to take her kids to school. So she.
So, but it takes time to get out anyways. So it takes, can we do release instructions to a particular person?
Can I do?
How do we do that?
So if they're in jail and we're trying to release them to a certain facility or person,
No, to a person.
we can do that.
We can do, say it again.
Either the state or defense will have to file.
So there's a motion that you can file that he gets released to that person.
Okay.
I don't know how we get it though. I don't know.
I
how
have
we
a
get it.
copy of one.
So that way we can put her
But it
name
was
on
for
it.
a facility, so I need to check.
That's okay. I mean, we can somehow,
We accept those formats, just you'll have to edit it to address the certain.
put her name on it so we know.
Okay.
Because I'm not gonna hope that they actually, but this way we know that he's actually released to this person. And we got him on so we know where he is.
Oh, I got her.
Probably release instructions too.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
That would be great.
You are so very lucky that she's worked so diligently to find a place for you to go to. Who is it that is willing to take him in? It's sister?
The sister, Dorisha.
Your sister is willing to take you. I don't want you out on the street. This is the only chance that I'm going to give you to do what is right. Go to your sister's house, stay there, and try to find a job if you can. You have to remember You're in her house, so you have to follow her rules. If she gets upset, if she asks you to do something, be nice, do it. Because if you make her upset, do you think she's going to want to keep you there? If she kicks you out, I'm going to keep you. I don't want you roaming the streets. Do you understand? I will have a monitor on your ankle so I know where you are at all times. And I'm also, so curfew as well, so he's not out in the middle of the night. We are filing an order so that she is the only one that can pick you up and take you back to the house, so you have a place to go to. This is the only chance that you have to do what's right, Mr. Butler. Can you get it done?
Yes, sir.
I'm not going to play games, so if you just take off and start roaming the streets and take off, a warrant issues, and I'm not going to do this again. No more PR bonds for you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Can you do this?
Sir.
Okay, great.
Thank
All right,
you.
Stacey.
I'll file it this morning as soon as I'm done.
Sure, thanks.
Thank you. And I'll be back for Mr. Ramos,
Let him know that his curfew of 9 PM to 6 AM,
9 PM to 6
and
AM.
then he's got to stay at the house. Do you think he can work? Do you think he can work?
Oh, it can work?
Do you think he can work?
So I'm gonna tell them about the microphone and then offer to social worker.
Oh, wonderful.
And
Yes,
like,
that's a
give
great
them a
idea.
list. I think I got it from your report, Your Honor.
Great. No, that's a wonderful idea. Let's have him talk to social workers so we can figure out what's going on in his life to try to get him a job or even an ID if he doesn't have one. Yeah, wonderful. Great. That's awesome. Anna.
Good morning, Judge. I am back on Ms. Torrance. She is presumptively negative.
Right?
So I don't know what we want to do about the hearing.
I still want to have the hearing
Okay,
because
but
I'm
that's-
saying if she's testing positive, she's testing positive. I don't know. I mean, the device is telling us that she's tampering with it and she's testing positive. So I guess we'll speak to Anthony to see when the soonest we can have the people here.
Okay.
And in the interim, I want to set up a trial because I'm done unless she wants to do something now.
Okay,
You tell me.
so I have not done the blood discovery on this one because normally I send it to the local lab.
It's 233 days.
But when it's the tox, if they send it off to Pennsylvania, the local lab takes care of getting that for me. But I will do that blood discovery order today.
I'm not gonna wait another 30 to 60 days for that.
Okay.
And, really, I mean, how long ago was that sent?
So initially, Your Honor, looks like we're talking about the,
Ms. Torrance?
TOS report.
Yeah.
The problem is while we sit and wait, while we do nothing, people continue to pick up bond violation, they continue to not get the.
I understand, Judge, and if you want to,
Actually needed.
if we want to put it on the trial docket, I have no issue with that. I just would like to see that information before we actually try the case.
So Judge, here's how, as far as with your question, Judge, about when it first gets sent off, as soon as the lab sees below 0.08, they send it off to TOX. And usually 99% of the time comes back to us immediately,
When did it get sent off?
So what it got sent off when that TOX report came back, which was.
It was in September.
So it was sent off.
Yeah, it should have been happening a long time ago. We're now at 2:30 and when I'm saying his trial, it's just,
Yeah. But normally, when we get it back right away, I send the request to one lab and they send it to whoever they outsource it to. Because it's not always, obviously, it's not the same lab. And I don't know where they send it until I have that report.
regardless, it's her third bond violation. I'm done with it.
Okay.
So I'm setting it for trial today, unless she wants to do something.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna, I don't know, it's just too much drama.
Okay.
Can't. So,
Okay.
I mean, if you want a trial date, pick one at least 30 days out.
Okay.
And,
And I'll do
so
that.
I would say probably mid to late May.
Okay.
Something like that. And then in the interim, next week, I guess maybe Monday or Tuesday, we'll have the hearing. Probably Tuesday, because Monday's just too busy.
Okay. I am set for trial in court 7, but I will deal with that as
Okay.
just for the court's awareness.
Got it.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Excused.
Yes, ma'am. Thanks, Fonz.
Ms. Poor, there was a bond violation for marijuana. We had talked about it that it could possibly be before her arrest. She's here, she's present.
Come up, Ms. Poor.
We're submitting an application. I have her application the other day. This is a record case where she was found asleep. Okay.
You were ordered not to use alcohol, any illegal substances, don't use. You're going to be tested 50 days from the day that you were ordered. And if you test positive, it's just not going to go well. So don't use. Don't miss any of the tests. Do you understand, man? Okay. All right, Mr. Pons, we got
Did you be released to the audience?
Sure.
Okay, thank you. I'll meet you upstairs. Oh.
That's Mike.
Do
Hi.
you, do you have a plea ready? You need to do a plea?
No, no, something else that's going to take a little bit. I'm trying to.
Okay,
Yes.
Your Honor, we have on your docket Joshua Wilson. He is on probation for carrying a weapon. He picked up a new felony upstairs. He's posted his bonds. He's got all that out of the way. I just needed to know if with the wisdom of Solomon that you wanted to go ahead and set that for a hearing, or if you wanted the state
So
to.
what happened upstairs?
They are talking to their chief about making an offer to him in the case.
Are there other technicals?
No, sir. I think it was not a role for
There is an offer in the case.
What is it?
On that felony. It's a
So
two-year.
you deferred. But she had to approve it with her boss, but thank you for saying that.
I'm sorry.
No, you did good.
good.
What did you get reset to upstairs?
I'm trying to remember. What's our day, Joshua, up there? Huh? Yeah, unfortunately, it's May 20th.
Okay, we'll set it for the day after.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Mike. You too.
Bye-bye.
Hey, come on up.
Have an Omar Syed.
Huh?
He, until he picked up a new felony, we
Well,
were,
he revoked. Didn't you withdraw from the case? I thought he revoked and you withdrew. No?
I don't remember.
Didn't make it at the last thing and I thought we filed a motion. We revoked the bond, no? Did he just post a new bond? Oh, he's in custody.
Yeah.
So you picked him
Did I
up.
withdraw?
Oh, you did?
I don't know.
Let me
I
see.
mean,
Let me
My
see.
office does plenty of things.
I could have sworn that you did.
If I did, okay.
I'm wrong.
Huh?
Do you want to stay on or do you want me to point someone?
We're kind of asking for direction because they were gonna dismiss it with a,
Well, so initially what it was it was a mental.
I remember.
Yeah.
All he had to do was show up to go do the eval, but he
Has not, and he did not.
he never did twice.
And then we picked up 833 days.
and
Oh,
I'm of the opinion he won't plead down here. So I don't know what it is that I'm supposed to do because now.
you don't have to do anything you don't want to do. Whatever you want to do, I'm happy with. If you
I
want to
guess
stay
what
on
I'm
it,
saying is, what I would like is not something I have control over, because I would think felony pending to take over it and dismiss this. I don't know that.
it's an assault of a family member. So
Isn't
isn't
it
it
a
like a,
terroristic threat?
it's a mischief and it's an AFN.
Okay,
So a lot of times if it's like a trespass or maybe a theft, with these two, I don't know what you guys would want to do. Not only that, but the thing is that our cases are from already 5 months old,
okay.
1.5 months old, and he just picked up this case upstairs. That's going to last another year upstairs.
No.
I'm not going to hold it.
No,
for
and stay with
another
that.
year.
I think what we're gonna do with the game plan is, we're gonna reach out to Felony, kind of let him know, hey, he's on bond, he picked up the new case.
He's not on bond. He's in
Or
jail.
he was on bond, but he picked up the, or he.
Right. He's in jail
Not on
now.
bond, he had the warrant out for our case.
I'm certainly willing to give you some time
Yeah,
if you need it.
I just called the family and it was left in voicemail. So let me get what you just said,
Okay.
and then we can all,
Yeah.
okay, are we talking like a week?
Setting to, that's fine. Just
Yeah.
setting
Only
to-
is set for 5:15. What
If
do
you
you,
want to set it for 5:15, that's fine. I'll either,
but
I don't know if I'm being,
the thing is that I don't know. The thing is have you spoken to him yet?
oh, yes,
I don't, do we need to do an eval or no?
yes,
So let's set it for an eval now. Right.
yes.
Set it for a comp eval because that's going to take 30 days regardless. So we might as well do something productive while we're just waiting. You know what I
Yes, sir.
mean? So let's do that and then you need a 30-day setting for that regardless. So let's have an eval. huh?
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Hey, of course. So I see you in this big thing. no fast car anymore?
No.
That's what,
I need.
that was so surprising because I see you in this.
With the kids and the dog and the luggage and.
Wow, that's
the activities and everything else.
married life is taking over and nothing.
It's monthly expense, so it's an 8,000 pound vehicle.
So you get gas 2 times a week or what?
Oh, no, I actually, it's gotta get rained on, so.
Continue to, Judge. Thank you.
Yeah, but.
I will.
Is Mr. Jones on for Tuesday or today? I don't remember.
Today.
Okay,
Are we not on today?
I don't remember.
I do reckon today. Do we have Jones on today? Is that us up?
He is on today.
He is on today, okay. Yes, he's on. So I guess the question would be then, what are we doing?
What do you want to do?
Well, he wants to plea, he doesn't want to take, doesn't want probation. And
I can still do probation even if a jury sentences him to jail time.
I don't, think
I can.
you can override a jury verdict?
Yeah.
How?
There's case law on it.
Alright, I didn't see it because it says a jury, if you choose jury punishment, I've never seen a judge be able to override a jury. Now, I could be wrong. I just couldn't find it. Yeah, all right, thank you. Okay, so I will, is this a copy for me?
If you want it.
Now just, stay.
I, in my heart of hearts, Dustin, know this is the right thing to do.
I
Try
understand.
to get a hold before something more drastic happens where a hole is dug, where lives are ruined. And this hopefully may be the last ditch effort that we have, where, they.
I'll read the case all later, but, okay, and we'll revisit, he doesn't want probation judge.
I get it. So you
I
want
mean,
to,
the other issue,
Mr. Herrera?
I understand, I mean, I know, I don't disagree with you. That's not the point. I do agree with you. I also have to follow my client's wishes, but I'm saying I
I
don't want
know,
probation.
and I'm not, look, you need to do whatever you want to do, whatever you think is right,
Okay.
but I'm going to do the same thing. And
Yeah.
I think that regardless, I know he doesn't want it. He wants to get out and continue to use, and I'm going to try to,
All right, no.
so you want to set it for next week so you can take a look?
We're set for trial, but I mean, I probably have to file a motion to recuse. I'm sure you're gonna deny that and they'll probably deny it.
You understand that we still have the ability to, not follow a plea bargain agreement,
Right, but you have to look this in the full range of punishment and you're not. You're only considering probation, that's it.
Sure, I will, I will consider anything.
Well, yeah, but you said you
Sure.
wouldn't. It's a heartbeat.
I would like probation is what I'm telling you. I think probation is appropriate in this type of case.
And then, okay, so you give him probation, he refuses to sign the conditions. Now he's violated probation. So you gotta sentence
I
him.
don't know. We'll cross that road when we get there,
We'll just leave him on. If for some reason we can work it out, we will. If not, we are set for trial in
Okay.
like a week or two.
Totally.
I mean,
I don't know. I don't know.
whatever it is. All right, thank you.
Bless him.
See.
Hi. Refresh my memory about.
This is on, Carlos Ramos. He has a motion to adjudicate in this court on auto theft. And we were here to submit, proof and to talk to mom about taking him to school.
Ramos, come up. And mom.
Okay. Mr. Herrera? I told her about there's something.
And Your Honor, if I may, I did a little bit of research on the school that he's attending. And it's to help, students who are low risk of not graduating. He has been enrolled since October 2024. I do have a copy of his courses if you would like to take a look at them.
I guess, yeah. My main concern is him, number one, not going to prison. Number two, messing with the wrong person and they shoot him dead. Every other week, you hear of people going after a car, they mess with the wrong person, that person has a gun, and they shoot him in the back. It happens all the time. And my fear is that he goes out and picks up a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th case. My feeling is that home confinement is the only way that we can protect the community and at the same time prevent him from picking up any more cases.
Más casos.
He's got 5 open felonies and they're serious cases.
Los muy serios.
Nada.
Do you work? No, do you work?
Yes.
What is your work schedule?
Es horario de trabajo.
No, pues yo pido permiso por
¿Qué es su horario de trabajo?
dentro a las 10,
I go in at 10
a las 6 de la tarde.
and I get off at 6 p.m.
So you work every day?
¿Vas todos los días?
No, descanso un día.
I rest one day.
So who's going to take him to school?
¿Quién lo va a llevar a la escuela?
Pues yo ya hablé con el señor del trabajo.
I already spoken to the man at my job.
Ajá.
So you're not taking him to school?
Sí,
Usted no lo
yo lo llevo, yo ya
I
hablé
take
con
him.
él.
I take him. I already spoke to him.
Ya después me voy para el
And
trabajo.
then I'll go to work.
I don't know if I believe that. I mean, I don't. If you're telling me you work every day,
Sí, pero yo, como le vuelvo a decir, yo ya hablé, yo
Like I tell you again, I've already spoken. ¿Con quién habló?
con el patrón de mi
My
trabajo.
boss at my job.
I would only let him go to school if I know that you're taking him. I don't want other people to take him. I don't trust other people to do the right thing. So if I find that other people are taking him, I'm going to put him in jail. I want to make sure that if he's going to school, he's actually going to school and going nowhere else. I'm putting a GPS monitor on him and we are marking the streets that he needs to take to go to school. So if he's not on that exact street and he deviates from it, the GPS will ding and I'm going to bring him back to court and we will have a hearing as to whether I'm going to revoke his bond. His bond is set at 10,004 now. If it gets revoked, it's going to go extremely high with his 5 open felonies and now he's on probation for our case. You were telling me that you're going to take him.
Yes.
What hours did you want?
Él entra a las 7, lo más tarde que él tiene que estar en la escuela es a las 8.
The latest he can go in is at 8 a.m.
Y lo más tarde que él llega a la casa a las 1:20. Por 1:20.
And he gets at home like at 1:20, so classes from like 8 a.m. to 1 p.m.
How many days a week?
Él va de lunes a viernes.
I thought you told me it was a 4-hour window that he needed to go to school. Right? The felony says 4 hours.
It's like 1:35 p.m. to 7:25 a.m., something like that. Would be when he needs to be back in the house.
Around
Like he cannot go anywhere prior to 7:25 a.m. and he needs to be home by 1:35 p.m. That's why that allows him to attend walk into classes.
Saturdays and Sundays, you must stay home. Not to go out. I have a monitor, so I know where you are at all times. You ever test positive for anything illegal, your bond. Do you understand me? The only thing that you're allowed to do is go to school, and that's it. I don't want you to go to HEB. I don't want you to go to JCPenney. I don't want you to go to GameStop. Do you understand me? Nowhere else. You deviate one iota, it will not go well. We need to know the exact street that you're taking to get to school and get back. You understand? Okay. All right, Stacey, that's it. Okay.
That's all I have for today.
Thanks.
Have a great weekend. Happy holidays.
Si sale del área, no puedes pagar también la mierda. Cuando lo revoques, tiene que ir directamente para la casa, no la mierda, no. Porque se sale.
Check me, bro.
Okay.
Just on Mr. Miss Elzy, Judge ELLZY. She's had financial issues to get her class.
Docket today?
Yeah, Judge. But she's got, it's Elzy, ELLZY. She's had financial issues on trying to get, so she will either, if we can just set it for Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, her be required appearance. She will either appear or have it done by then. So I just wanted to see if that's okay. Either day next week. Yes, Judge.
No. You said earlier in the week, right?
Next week.
Like Tuesday or Wednesday?
Whatever you want.
Sure.
Sure.
Hey, wait, Russell. I need you to put just something there, please. Just whatever. And then. Here, give me this back, please. Yeah.
Oh, okay, awesome. Is he coming out? Is he coming back right now? When is his next required? Alright, so how's it going? Yeah.
Those I just say the defendant has nonsensical ideation.
Yeah, unable to communicate or something like that. Yeah, I got it. I think I signed it already. We're good.
Yeah.
Thanks, Russell.
Thank you.
And thanks for coming.
There's been contributions for Cheryl Dunn, can you accuse, you can sign her? I'll call them up.
Ah, crap. I think it just signed a.
Judge, for Ramos, how much time do you want? Because it's individual.
I don't know, a couple weeks, and then we'll test him again. Make sure he's not using. Like maybe 3 weeks. Did I just sign a non-disclosure? Did you have a non-disclosure?
There was one that Troy put in there, state was unopposed.
Okay, as long, I didn't see whether it was opposed or unopposed. Good morning, Ms. Stagg.
Good morning, Judge. Thank you for allowing me to appear by Zoom.
Of course. Who do you have?
This is on Linnell Henry.
What's the last name?
Henry, Henry.
Can you chat me? It's loud. I can't. Counsel on Cheryl. Do you want to have your client come up? We'll have him sign conditions. We'll get you guys out of here. Sorry. I didn't realize. Next time, just come up and I get so busy that I kind of forget about that. So let me know and yeah, we'll get you guys out of here. Sorry for waiting for the wait.
Yeah.
Oh, Henry. Okay. Oh, I signed it, Ms. Stagg. I already signed it for you.
Thank you so much.
It was unopposed, right?
I don't know.
Yes, Judge, unopposed.
Yeah, I signed. They were unopposed. I signed it for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am. Of course. Take care.
Bye-bye, you too.
But Maverick came back with a vote, we want to text them to 29.
Mr. Ewing, look who it is.
Hi, Mr.
It's been so
How
long.
are you?
What's up?
So Mr. Portillo Sanchez took a plea on his felony. He's doing 3 years deferred and going to SATIF.
Okay.
And so I did speak with Chief yesterday and he agreed to
Not bad.
dismiss it.
Look,
And I
think
did the
that's great.
plea up there too because his felony had to go to Brazos, so I just kind of
No.
did it.
I'm happy that he's going to SATF. That's great.
So I
You on doc today?
he is, they didn't bring him because his felony got rolled from yesterday to today. But, you know, that's set for Tuesday, so I just wanted to let the court
He
know.
pled yet?
Yes, I did the plea. It's done.
You were representing him upstairs?
Well, I didn't, but his felony attorney, Mr. Turnbull, had to go to Brazos County. And so I'm qualified for felonies, and so I just filled in. So I did the plea. Yes.
Okay.
So it's
So
done.
3-year deferred.
Right. And is going to SATF as a condition.
He's in custody now?
Yes.
He was in custody because of us, I guess, and but they just.
Right. So he's getting on the waiting list today because we already did the TRAS on 4/2 in here. And so I
Used it upstairs. Okay.
I took the
What do you
TRAS
wanna
up
do?
there and I think we're good.
I'm happy.
Assuming that, I know Chief told me he would dismiss yesterday.
Yeah, then
That
let's do
happened.
it.
So
I'm-
I think it's the best
I agree.
thing, except I'm worried he's not a citizen.
Oh, well, I didn't know about that, but
He's here legally, but
is he a permanent resident? I don't
been
know.
here for probably.
Look at how many, look at his.
I know. I've seen.
And they still,
I don't.
hey, I'm happy.
Okay.
Are you happy?
If he plugged me in, I
Yes.
Well,
I
no, but not just the, it's sad. So he gets treatment, because that's the idea. I bet every single one of these freaking cases are because of one thing.
And I agree, and I think that now, if he's on the verge of a felony, that's even more of a hammer that's on his head.
I just admonish him,
I
that,
told him that, like, he cannot.
I don't know what court he's in, whether they're,
Great, follow the specifics, one start was the conviction.
he says he played. I don't know. I don't.
I did it because his attorney was gone, so I didn't click.
I just, our system, like, we went through the process.
Okay.
Once we do.
Okay, I think that's good.
All right, thank you. Yeah. So it's 2 points? Yes, sir. Okay. Yes, and then time served, I think that's the highest one. So that's.
Yes. Right. That's when he'll probably wait like 3 weeks in custody, then they'll send him.
And I think that's through TSO, so.
Yeah.
That's good, that's a good outcome.
Did they dismiss Renteria?
Yes, they did.
You said, I saw the signed edition. Okay.
Yes. Did you want me to give you the court, Stephen's number and then you'll have to. Figures of the debt. Or do you want me to get her here and I'll take a ball with you and stuff. So you can figure out what's up. I'll give you her later. All right.
Hey, Vic,
It's not working.
that Maverick's in trial.
Just call him if you wanna. He's coming over right now.
Yes.
Yes.
Hello, Judge. How you doing, Judge?
Did you say Monday?
What? No.
You said see you Monday.
Tuesday. Oh, yes. That's why I was calling.
Here now again.
That's why I'm coming.
What happened?
Well, I was gonna ask, me and Chief spoke about this case. It's a reckless driving.
Who?
Can I give you the cause room?
It's not on dock today?
It's on Monday. I wanted to see if you could maybe, I won't be here Monday.
Wanna do it
Eddie
now?
won't be.
You wanna do it now?
I mean, we can't.
Your client here?
No,
That's great.
so I'm saying, is there any way it's reckless driving and they just want to get some evidence discovery? I showed them some evidence to kind of like show it's not to be as good.
Plus number.
But
Is it an arraignment setting?
it is though. Can we move it a couple of days or just a day, one day?
Yes.
To Tuesday at least?
Sure. You wanna move it to Tuesday?
Well, if we can move it to like Wednesday, it'd be great, but if we can't, then perfect. Thank you.
Client's gotta be here.
Oh, he'll be here on Wednesday.
I'll take a look at the dash. I think
Is it his
that's-
first?
Oh, you got it? Okay.
It's a no criminal history.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really.
I need to look at the
Minor.
damage report.
Yeah.
Just let Victoria know, we'll move it to Wednesday.
Counsel, just email me for your own document.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Have a good day. Yes. Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
All right, man, have fun.
Yes,
We'll get a signature on variance.
Okay, but that's all.
Just hard to.
During punishment, I've never seen a judge be able to override a jury.
Oh, okay. I did not know or does it, so I'll get that detail in the future.
You have attorneys I need and your responsibilities.
I've never seen a judge be able.
Oh, right. You did. Yeah. Bennett?
Okay. All right, sandwich ready. Just like.
You said you need a signature. Everything is on. Yes.
She wants to know if y'all need to see Eugene David James. He was on it today. He's over at the JPC.
Last name is James?
Yes. I can transfer it to you. Hang on.
Amy,
What's that?
do we need to say James? James, it's a fugitive case. He's at the JPC now and the court manager's office wants to know if we need to see him.
You need to see them?
Mhm.
I mean, I guess if he come up and he wants to do the whole thing.
Judge, the call is coming through now.
I'm also ready to carry him over.
Hello?
45, can I help you?
Did you call just to hear the melodic sound of my voice?
Yes.
What's going on? Why are you so quiet?
Oh, okay. He's like, I'm waiting for you.
Okay.
Okay, just come on, come on. You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Right down, do right, press down.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. Amy, do we need him or can you roll him?
I can roll him, but you guys, I mean, if the court wants to get him done today, it's kind of at the end of the docket, it's just about that.
I have no
I don't have any
documents.
information on him.
We have no information.
Hey,
on him.
Lauren, are you able to make a PDF?
I don't see, it's an image, so I don't see anything. We don't, and state can't see anything either. We don't even know what he's wanting for. So I guess nothing's been imaged yet. You want to roll it till Monday? Yeah, okay. We can get him now if need be, otherwise we'll roll to Monday.
I don't have a fugitive packet unless Ray has a fugitive packet.
Where's the
but-
fugitive packet?
Which day?
James.
Checking those right now.
We're looking at seeing a fugitive, because if we do, then we can do something. If not, then we can't do anything.
Eugene James, yes. He waived on 16th. He waived registration on 16th.
He waived on the 16th. He waived yesterday.
You want me to send it to you?
Let me see, hold
Yeah,
on.
if you have a full, the fugitive packet, I can look at it through. If you want to get it today, we can.
I'll email it to you today right now.
Hey, go back, go back. It's at Louisiana for oral sexual battery.
If you want to get him all done today, I mean, we are kind of at the end of docket, or we can roll him. It's up to you guys. But it would probably be Dave finishing up, so. Just.
I guess, yeah, can you set the Zoom up and then we'll appoint him someone? Because we can get it done today. Okay, and then how am I gonna know who to let in? Well, no, I can't because I already got several people in the waiting room now with weird things. Okay, all right. Huh, you wanna? Okay. Who we have here?
Yes,
Hey.
Judge. Judge, we're here on docket for Mr. Sandwick.
Mr. Sandwick, not happy with you. You know, you're on bond for a theft, right?
Yes, sir.
I would put conditions on him. Literally, what is it? The next day you pick up another theft? I don't know. Let's do probable cause in the case. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. Please.
Thank you, Judge. On April 14, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, a law enforcement officer was dispatched to a Walmart for a theft call and made contact with a complaining witness, a loss prevention officer, who stated he observed the defendant conceal merchandise in their shopping bag and pass all points of sale without paying. The defendant was detained and the merchandise was valued at $265.27.
Okay. Mr. Sandwick, so I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward on your new case because you picked up a case while you're on bond. All we did, we asked you to behave yourself. Don't pick up any new cases. I'm now going to revoke your bond on your first case. So on the first case, it's now at 5,002. And then I guess we'll just set you for whatever you want to see what we're going to do.
Yes, sir. So
Tell me.
So now that all that's being said, the state and I have entered into an agreement for Mr. Sandwick to plead guilty to both of these theft cases, Judge, in a plea agreement.
Oh, I mean, that's what you want to do, I have no problem with it.
Yes, sir.
You have to understand, if you get out of here right now and you pick up a third theft case, what happens?
You won't see me again.
If I had one strand of hair, every time someone told me, man, I would have such
Me too. I swear to you, you have my word.
I don't care, your word, right here, that's where your word means. I'm just telling you, what happens if you pick up another one?
I won't.
A third is a felony offense and you're looking at years instead of days. Forewarned is fair warned. I'm happy to do whatever you want to do. If you want to, you absolutely have my blessing. The only problem is you pick up another one, it's a felony offense.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes, sir, I do, Your Honor.
Yeah, whatever you want to do. I'm happy to do it. Okay.
So we've signed the plea paperwork,
you read it?
Judge.
Oh, yes, I had no idea.
So there's
Okay. Oops.
12 for 4 and 6 for 2.
Okay, so I didn't realize that we were doing this. Sorry.
No, Judge, I wanted to first bring him in front because he did need to be arraigned, Judge, and then I wanted to bring that matter to you, Judge.
So, Mr. Sandwick, like you have worked out a fast agreement now. You understand that probably not all the evidence is in. You have the opportunity to go through the evidence. Perhaps someone's wrong.
I'm sorry.
Is this what you want to do?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your
You
Honor.
need to understand that by pleading guilty to both of these theft cases, they will go on your record. They're going to be there for the rest of your life. They're even there after you die. So if you want to run right back to Walmart and then you pick up a pack of gum and put it in your trousers, what happens? Do you know how many cameras they have in Walmart?
I do not.
Do you know that they have facial recognition software so that every time your happy butt walks in there, it's going to directly ping on your face so they know it's you?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to test on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty to these offenses that will go on your record, they'll be there for the rest of your life.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is what you want to do.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you want to plead guilty, not knowing that not all the evidence is in, that it, something could come in that it, gets you off?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. How do you plead to both theft cases? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, Your Honor.
On both of the theft cases, you're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. On your first case, it's 6 days in jail with credit for
It's 12 for 4 and 6 for 2.
2 days credit. On your other case, it's 12 days in jail with credit for the 4 days that you've done. You sure you want to do this?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to find you guilty. I will follow the agreement. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Counsel.
Thank you, Judge. All right. Yeah.
Answer this.
Yes, you ready, Joe?
Yes.
Do we have DVD?
So, well, I talked to Gabe. He doesn't want to come down here. He says he's just going to defer to whatever you say.
Yes.
You don't care?
I'm sorry?
You don't care?
Judge, the complaining witness, took a screenshot of the YouTube, put him on blast and sent it to him 5 times on Saturday night. So he doesn't want anything to do with the case.
Oh.
And as I mentioned, these are the 2 charges. One was actually out on bond for aggravated assault with deadly weapon for stabbing her boyfriend. She also had a prior assault slapping her mom, so she's not an angel. And like I said, my client does have an 11-month-old baby that he co-parents with. He also takes care of his mother. This is a statement from the doctor that he has Alzheimer's. So he takes care of his mother that has Alzheimer's.
You know, my concern though is that, my concern is that did it happen? Did he take advantage of her when she was in a semi-conscious state, you know? There, is it? I mean, I just.
And like I said, Judge, none of this was in the forensic interview. It was like an hour long. She never mentioned any of that stuff that she was mentioning to you.
Why would we reward him further?
I'm sorry?
Why would we reward him further?
I don't think it's a reward, Judge. I think it's justice. I mean, case is what, almost 3 years old now. He came to all his trial settings. I mean, he's lost jobs opportunities because of this. He has a bachelor in telecommunications.
In the house, that's not punishment. You know, I'd sit there and play Fortnite all day. That's like a dream for me, quite frankly.
Right.
I mean, what kind of punishment is that to sit there, you know?
I mean, it's loss of income. He's the sole provider.
I don't know that. I mean, it's just, how do I know that? You could be taking time off. You could take vacation for 10 days, you know?
Stand up.
You know, but it's not really a punishment to just stay at home and get to just hang out.
Plus, we also need to look at it. Granted, it was up there, but it's in front of you as a Class A indecent assault. So, you know, would that merit, if it wasn't a felony, it was just charged as an indecent assault, would it merit 10 days of jail as a condition of a 2-year deferred? We don't even do that for DWIs.
If you want more time, I'm happy to give you more time, you know? I don't know, Joe. I don't know. I don't really. I don't know what is appropriate, what is not. If you need more time, you know,
I'll defer to the court, Judge. Like I said, I'm just advocating for my client.
I know, and I'll give you more time so he doesn't have to turn himself in tomorrow. But, you know, just sitting at home, that's not punishment. They filed the case. If he really was not guilty, then you go, right? You try the case. And I don't understand why, you know, just.
And we were gonna go, that's why we were set for over a year, 7 times, ready to go, ready to go. And then now at the last minute, the state comes back and says, Class A deferred dismissal, no registration, sexual registration. Bingo, who's not gonna take that, Judge?
Right.
When you just heard.
If you want more time, I'll give you more time. I don't know if I'm ready to just, there has to be some, you know. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you want more time, I'm happy to give you more time for him to turn himself in, you know. I don't think staying at home is a punishment. It's not. And I think that we have to balance the interests of everyone involved, you know, really. Your main concern is the job, right? Is that your main concern?
Right, and then, like I said, he helps with the baby and then takes care of his mom as well.
Okay, I'm sure he can find someone else to help take care. So look, what I'll do for you is find out whatever he has vacation, and I'm willing to give him some time, so that he doesn't lose his job. Because I don't want him to lose his job as well.
Do weekends?
I don't think, they don't do weekends, do they? They don't allow weekends. They don't have the manpower to do it. When you do it, it has to be straight time.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm willing to give you more time if you want to talk to him and see what's better for his schedule so that we don't, because I don't want him to lose his job, obviously.
Okay.
And I'll go down to like a week, 7, but there has to be some kind of punishment, really. And because I just don't think that home confinement, that's not punishment. That's a gift. For me, that'd be a gift. I can play Fortnite 24 hours a day, man.
All right, Judge.
Yeah.
Okay, Judge, I'll call him right now. Okay, thank you.
Mr. Reed.
Good morning, Judge. Got Mr. Gonzalez.
Okay.
He's present.
From custody, so we're gonna treat it like a hearing.
Is he here?
He is, he's present.
Line him up.
Mr. Gonzalez.
Did he just make bond or did they?
I believe yesterday or last night.
And they gave you another PR bond. This is not gonna happen again. I don't care, come hell, how you miss again, I'm gonna make your bond so high. Do you understand me?
Sir.
We're not asking much. The only thing that we're asking you to do is bring your happy butt to court. That's and obviously stay out of trouble. All you have to do is come to court. And the next time you fail, do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
You are not allowed to drive. There's an affidavit. The other worst thing you can do in this short life that we have is get into a car and drive without a license and insurance and approval from us. Because if you do, then you're facing a contempt hearing. Do you understand me?
Yes.
We've so much as even given you a lawyer. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with Mr. Reed. If he tells me he can't get a hold of you. Okay, so we'll give you a reset. Is there an offer on this case so far? I know it's young, but
There's,
Gonzalez.
There's not, Your Honor.
I'll get with him, Judge.
I'll take
I know.
All right, thank you.
All right, guys.
Hey. My question is back on James.
Okay.
The attorney assigned to the case is now able. He was wondering how he can contact the defendant.
Question.
Yeah, I've also alerted the.
I know that we're doing everything through Zoom. And the reason I'm doing this is because he's from Louisiana. And they come and pick up so often. So that's why I don't want to just sit and wait until Monday because he could be gone by then. Hey, how's the defense lawyer going to be able to speak to him?
Mr. Gonzalez.
Yeah, can you have Abel zoom in and then we can put him in a breakout room with them?
Yes, we'll do that.
Yeah,
I'll
let's
let
do
him
that.
know.
The reason I'm doing this is because he's wanted at Louisiana. He's already waived, so they'll probably have him on a bus, this weekend, as opposed to just sitting and rolling it and holding him in, If it was a different state, yeah, but.
All right, go ahead and sign.
Hey, can you zoom on? No, not yet, but they're going to soon. and then I'll put you guys in a breakout room.
I think that was it for you, Jason.
Yes.
But that's so much harder. Why not do, why do that, Abel? I mean, don't reinvent the wheel. If you just zoom on, I can put you in the breakout room and you guys talk. He's waived, so we just need to know whether he wants to keep the waive.
This is cool stuff.
Okay.
Sorry.
Do you need me to put my name on that, I'm guessing?
I'm not sure. Cole. Yes.
I thought, were we doing two people or just one?
Oh, yeah, you said to let her know.
And I need the oath for the other person as well.
Yes, and she has it, so she'll just.
Oh, okay, got it.
And hers, Your Honor, is she's already been sworn in for the bar, she needs to be sworn in as a wife.
Yeah.
Colleen. Yeah.
Oh, the one that Murphy Smith was dismissed?
Yeah, they should go.
I just like to, yeah, man.
Zagorby.
Right here, sir.
Hey, thank you for joining us. I've got the attorney here now. I'm somehow gonna.
Yeah, Sylvia was telling me like, so you can talk to the attorney.
Okay, I'm gonna let you guys choose to go into the breakout room. I need you guys to do that real quick.
Yes, sir. How do I?
Hold on. Let me get you guys in. Hold on.
Okay.
All right, you got to accept.
Okay.
Amy.
Yes.
They're speaking.
Okay, yes.
That he can go in on the weekends if the judge orders it. I've been told.
I just called the sheriff's department to ask, because this was the second or third time somebody asked about it, and we gave the same answer, so I just called and said, did y'all ever reinstate it? Kind of like sweet, never came back, and then they put me on hold and came back and said yes.
Huh, that's weird because
I
they
know.
told me that I can't do it.
So.
Yeah, he's doing 10 if he's doing weekends. Yeah. Yeah, that's like, it's a gift. No, no sweet, hell no.
Off work hours. It's off work
Yeah.
hours.
That's
And I know
because
after
they've
work-
harped on me over and over not to do it because it consumes so many man hours to do it. I'm just telling you what they've told me.
I just called to, just to be sure, because I know we were uncertain.
They literally, I mean, it's a joke because they go in Friday night and they come out like
Sunday, yeah.
in the middle of the morning, like Saturday in the middle of the night. It's a joke and it counts as 3 days, you know?
Every time it hits midnight.
It's like, it's a joke. That's why.
Can we do 9 days or just?
Thankfully, that.
All right.
All right, thanks.
So I know as a clerk, they took the phones away. That's what Joe's asking. Y'all have the phones back to do. The SOP.
It was like weekend things.
Yeah, it's the same thing. I was going to take my lunch, but on the over, I would put in J and Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, on the judgment. Probably.
Yeah, but you don't know, we can start seeing.
You told me yesterday.
Hey, Ray, what's up?
Okay, let's give
I just, UCW getting reset, PTI.
Hey, I'm gonna go to the work. Here. You need the door?
Yeah, he is here. Thank you. Thank you.
Judge, I emailed counsel a couple of times, this one guy, it was the one where he was supposed to provide the person judge's view of, being an No, it's don't have your proof, but I told her we're waiting on your attorney.
I thought that.
Also, Juana Cabello, since she was in the
And yeah, once he
waiting.
signs it, and then I'll agree, then he'll get.
Who?
Juana Cabello,
Oh, well, then that's who that was. It says Joanna. I'm like, who's that?
and that's what I told her, she called, I said, you have to put,
Can they not put?
she said, oh, let me fix it.
Okay, who's next?
So page 8, Garcia, Rick Suarez is the attorney.
Which cases are going to?
The next one is
Toma asiento. Sit down.
page 15. Couple 15, that's where Raymond fell to here, not in there.
2501.
265. 265. 40.
Judge, I guess that's it, I know Ray's here on one, so he's here.
Judge, I'm just waiting on a motion to dismiss, be signed. Thank you,
Can I approach Judge? Juana's gonna approach on page 22.
Please, you're on page 22?
I'm not sure what page it is, but for Miss Torrance, I e-filed the I tried to e-file the blood discovery order. That's not working. I have a paper copy.
Oh, yeah, I got it. Okay.
I've spoken with the state. We just,
Okay.
thank you. And then if you'll give it to him, he'll save it and I'll get it out.
Yes.
Last time. You want to do so much better than that. That depends on if the judge wants to go ahead and skip this and get to see.
No. We're doing weekends. He's starting now.
Right, but he's saying that because tomorrow's a holiday, return him in court, like present.
So bring him in tomorrow.
Well, tomorrow.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's the scratchy part.
Okay, next Friday.
Next one.
Yeah.
Let me see.
That's so weird.
If he's late, if there are any issues.
Yes, sir. It's not like this.
No, I'll make sure he's in. Okay. Did you say something, Shatori?
I was asking you, since it's on probation, do I need to prepare like a the conditions?
Yeah, you're gonna have to do that. Yeah.
Yes, and I don't know if you need to stamp it in the official or. Well, yes, but I can go back and make a copy. I just didn't know if you needed to do something.
There's no online copy, right?
Correct.
So you can go back and make a copy,
Okay.
and then I'll file the original, you can copy.
Okay.
Abel.
Judge, he decided to keep his waiver, so
Okay, we're done.
unless you want to speak to him again.
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
Sorry, what are we doing, Abel?
He's keeping his waiver.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Do you want us to approach again, Judge?
Okay, Mr. Gorby.
Yes, sir.
You guys are good. He's keeping his waiver. Everything is done. What's the last name?
James.
So James, we have buses coming in and out of Louisiana, coming to pick up people from Louisiana all the time, probably once to 2 times a week. Now that you waived, you'll probably be back to Louisiana within the next 2 to 3 days, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, good luck, guys.
All right, thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Garvey.
Looking at the SOP, it says. All of them are court directed, must go. Yeah, he'll be go in on Friday and then get released on Sunday. 10 days. We're supposed to start tomorrow, but you're supposed to start tomorrow, like before and but then. The attorney probably do the set for straight 10 days. So I guess it's granting it. Yeah.
Are we, what are we waiting on?
I don't know.
Yeah, we got it done. Oh, no, she did not. No.
Oh, you mean James?
So what page was that?
Bottom of something. We're expecting a dismissal. We gave her 1 week to do it.
Hey, did you get it on Santillan? Did you get anything for dismissal?
Notice up here. Yeah, but we can go to. Oh, actually. Yeah.
But it's in your.
I still have not seen we don't have the course completion.
Hey, Rick. Vic,
Yes.
it's not, they don't have it.
So I emailed them and said.
So judge in the note, we had a earlier trial, April 2nd, and the state offered the flag. So then we gave them 1 week to do it.
I don't know. I mean, is the defendant here? Is the defendant here?
Yes, defendant's here and counsel was kind of doing. Call us every time.
I'll call her right now.
I know I'm. But it's not. But it's also on here and just calling even now.
Miss Calvillo.
Okay, so the guy.
Hey, this is Judge Fleischer in Court 5.
That was your last one then, right?
I know because I didn't realize it's you. I get a lot of people that try to zoom in that are less than reputable. And so unless I know the name, I don't, you know? It's okay. Did you, who did you send it to? Because the DAs don't have it. Vanessa, there's no Vanessa. There's no Vanessa that works here. Oh, cool.
Hey, Cole.
That is last. Okay, okay.
It says that Van Ness, that.
Got it. Okay. We're looking now. Give me a second.
So, okay. You break your 3 day.
That's okay.
Granted or better or later. Better or later. We should, yes. We should. We gotta wrap up everything here. The defendant's not in custody.
So many people.
Isn't that your result today?
That's not.
Yeah, I need a signature.
The defendant.
Okay.
He was in front of.
There she is.
This Friday, but I. I'll see. I told that,
Oh, wait, that's not her.
need to turn something forward, and then he would around and do it next Friday, but.
She already has.
Yes, she just had it.
Should we, I looked at Cole's email, I checked
They
the
don't
call
have it.
number, her email, I don't see it in there.
I'll text you. Is this your cell phone? Okay, I'll text it to you now. You'll be able to, you can get text messages, right?
So.
Okay, bye. I'm gonna text her your email address right now.
You have to defer report. Yes, for 10 days, 10 days. Exactly. Then over. Everything can be.
I gladly gave you the. I will be able to. And you hold on my leg. Okay, for more.
These cross off. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I can check you. Oh, yeah. It's in. I don't have it. Maybe a different last name. Yeah. Wow. My is on the.
And it's that.
Okay, I just sent the, Blaze, I just sent your email address to her.
Thank you, yeah, I didn't see.
Hopefully that will work.
Oh, I see, I see, extension send certain can.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi, Judge, may I approach real quick?
Yeah, of course.
It's on a case for Monday.
Okay.
The Jesus Mejia, it's a custody case, but it's a really old, 2 DWIs. He has an ICE hold, he cannot bond out. I was just gonna request that we can roll it to Tuesday,
Sure.
because I'm gonna be traveling this weekend.
Yeah, it's not bad. Of course. Yeah, it's not a big deal.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Thank
Okay.
you. Appreciate it. And then we have Thompson.
Thompson, yeah, I looked at it. That's fine.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you, Judge.
Bye.
6 p.m. Some seven, yeah.
Hey, we're gonna take, you're right, and we're gonna take care of it somehow. I don't remember how we said that we were gonna do, but we're gonna get care of it. I don't know.
Yes.
No. It's on us. We'll take care of it somehow. I don't know if we satisfy the payments or. We'll take.
Okay, so it's gonna be better.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Until the sentence is fully discharged, okay.
Yeah, I'll just, I'll send you.
Gotcha. And I basically, that's what I have in the offer goals. Okay, and I could follow the administrative, the offer goals, right?
Rick, you ready?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Yes, I have one situation, Judge, where Mr. Rubio is supposed to report to jail tomorrow, but he's asking for another date because his mother is going to have surgery tomorrow. It's going to have surgery on the 21st.
Did he provide you with proof?
Yeah, this is, it's in Spanish, I think you can.
Yeah, I can read it.
He's having surgery. He lives with her, he takes care of her. He just wants another reporting date.
What's the,
Let's see. You know what, Judge, I don't have it in front of me. We're just supposed to meet here today. Joe Rubio. Let's see.
no, it's not on docket today, is it?
Sorry?
Not, when was it on docket?
Let me check it real quick, Judge. Yeah. Now, what's it?
Yeah, we're not gonna be here, but he's gonna turn so jail tomorrow.
247-2951. That's what I have here, Judge. He's supposed to report on the 18th, which is tomorrow. His wife has surgery scheduled for the 21st. So she's going to be in the hospital, and he's saying he needs to be available to her. He just wants another date to report. That's basically it.
How much time was he doing?
I
It's
don't-
30 days, right?
I think so, yeah.
Right, it's 30 days. And when is the surgery?
You want to be the one where that. What's changed?
What's that, Judge?
Surgery is when?
21st. And he says the 22nd, okay?
22nd is fine, Rick?
Is that good? Yeah, he says yes, Judge. He's here. He's here. That's what he's asking me for.
This has
22nd.
no name on it.
Thank you so much. I'm sorry.
Name on it?
This has no name on it. I don't know whose this is.
All right. Thank you so much. I have more questions about that. All right, just.
Mr. Broussard. Hey.
Hey, Judge, how you doing?
Good, man.
Oh, yes. Sounds
You got
good. Just a quick approach, Judge. Jose Adolphus, he was on the docket upstairs on 179th, and I think he's on your docket here.
Okay.
I filed a motion to approve by the 179th. I just wanted to finish.
But I'm gonna do the.
I don't even see it. Is he in custody?
He was in custody in the 179th.
Is it?
Jose Adolphus, I've got a case number for you. His last name is Adolphus, D-O-L.
Oh, it's a D.
Yes.
I thought it said Adolphus.
No, Jose is first name, Adolphus, last name. D-O-L-P-H-U-S.
There it is. So you want to get off?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is he, we don't have him here now.
He was in 179th, but they sent him back.
Got it. So I don't want to withdraw you so that he looks like he's in jail without a lawyer.
Okay.
Especially as long as it is now.
Okay.
So can I give you a cause number? Or it's on the docket today, I'm sorry. Page 30. It's now 12. You know, I don't want to appoint a lawyer at such a late time.
I understand,
I
Judge.
will, have you filed a motion?
Yes, sir.
So let's put it on for Monday. So Tuesday, because we have so many cases on Monday. He was filing a motion of withdrawal. So the 179th granted his motion upstairs.
Yes.
Put him on for Tuesday. I'll grant it on Tuesday and then we'll appoint him a lawyer early in the morning.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you, Judge.
For sure.
Sure. I can, we can do it as we can, we just has to, report like we would have on Friday, but I want to confirm the time you want him to be released on Sunday, Sunday.
I want him to do it 2-3 days.
So from
Like
six
if it's-
PM Friday to Sunday PM?
6
6
p.m.
p.m.?
Sunday. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
We also have the, Doris Garcia, we want a verification of ICE custody.
Yeah.
This is what he is, he has she had a court date earlier this week, I believe, been reset to the 15th of May. But they're gonna try to get her out sooner on a bond, because she has an asylum application going on. So they
Okay.
may let her go with a bond there. If that's the case, then she'll come.
Just please let them know that if she does get out,
Yeah.
the next day she's got to be here so we can do conditions.
right.
Okay. So, you want to put it on for May 16th?
Let's do that.
Okay.
And if it, well, we'll just leave it there.
Just,
If she's out,
just
then
stay
we'll
in
come back.
touch, Lynn.
And
He's been good about coming. He's here, right?
Yes.
He's been good about coming to court. So
Yes, he-
that shows that he's,
That's correct.
he's with it. And he's, so that's great.
The other guy, he's trying to get his mother to send it.
Yeah, that shows me.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is there anything else? Are we,
For this one?
oh, did you get the email? Let's say that again?
No, yeah, you're over.
Hey, Joe.
Yes, ma'am.
So. That who told me that they're doing weekend visits. I said, oh, Susan, when I called.
I told you, they don't do it.
She's like, well, let me ask, whoever told me, someone want to touch that. Someone told me, but she said the workaround is to surrender on Fridays. You're taking into custody on Fridays and then releasing document for Sunday.
That's so much work for everybody.
So it's up to you, but they just called me the same time.
So breaks.
So,
Okay.
yeah, sorry, Joe. They just told me.
So, but that's, I mean, that's, I don't know,
People are like,
because,
the sheriff's told us to, wait, but,
wait, what?
because we technically don't do this anymore, but the sheriff's want to change their
I
mind.
told you, I don't know. I'm just
I
telling
know.
you what they tell me. I don't know. I mean,
I called to see. if-
Joe, if there's a workaround, I don't know, but
The workaround is to surrender here on Fridays. With the releasing, almost like releasing to a special person, but we can generate it to release to the street. on Sunday.
if it's legal and if it's something that
Yeah.
it's not gonna, I don't want anyone to get in trouble. I don't want,
So Sheila from Sheriff's Department said that, we don't do them anymore. I don't know who told you that we do. I tried to find out, but nobody's says enough. She said, but the workaround is to be taking in, this is how felony does it. They take them in on Fridays and the clerk generates a releasing document for Sunday.
Yeah.
So that it's in the system that he's to be let out Sunday. She said that's their workaround since the order is no longer a thing that they do over there.
okay, so do 9 to 9. He's gotta be here 9 in the morning. And then he gets released 9 in the morning, Sunday, right?
Good, was.
That's
whatever
3
time
days,
you want.
right?
Yeah.
So it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 9 in the morning. What do you think?
To report when, sir?
9 in the mornings every Friday until it's satisfied.
Yes.
If he's not here at 9 in the morning and he gets here at 11, I'm not gonna do it. I'll just let him know.
That's fine. Yeah, that'll work.
That's here,
Okay.
Joe. He has to come to.
Come here to report. Okay, so then we might have to start next
You did, you got
Friday.
it, okay, great, wonderful.
Joe, we might have to start next Friday. Is that okay? Friday's fine. Is that okay, Judge? We
Yeah.
start next week. So then I need to,
The dismissal on Santa Ana is good.
I'm actually posting.
All right. So next one. Yeah, I'm gonna. Hey, scratch everything I just said. We're just gonna do the rest of the weekend service. Court directives and all that. This like.
Okay, are we done? What happened?
I thought I was done,
It's okay.
but I have a plea for Thompson.
For who?
Thompson.
Thompson. In jail or on bond?
In jail. He has a fugitive case as well. He's gonna be on his local.
Okay.
So we don't do Fridays, how about Monday the 19th?
Are you waiting on something, Amy?
I mean,
Yeah.
What did we decide about the bond violation with Sierra? Remember, we need the Scram person to come testify?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
We're doing Monday
They're
or?
going to set up for the 22nd, and I gave them both points of contact.
Great. Okay, good.
And I'm remote Monday, but I'm gonna remote it to the trade.
Okay,
so I'll be
great.
present.
Yeah, not a problem.
I'll be back.
Happy to have you.
22nd.
Is this, I think this is, Ray, are you waiting for me to sign something?
I'm sorry, Counselor. There was a-
I just need a dismissal copy.
Oh.
I think Judge already signed it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Judge.
Vic,
Two
are
five
we
three,
done?
36.
Is that it, though?
56.
Is that it?
Judge, can you sign the dismissal for Jorge Hernandez?
Yes.
It's in your queue now.
Done.
There's a line. Judge, the other one was page 31 and 32. Did Ariel approach you on that one? Because we didn't talk about it and she left.
Oh, yeah, they're doing some kind of mental health, something or other.
Did you give her a time frame or a date or anything? If not, I can try to reach out.
No, you need. and-
Oh, is this the mental health competency?
Uh-huh.
It's a mental health competency packet where I'm gonna send to Rose.
Yeah, but a date, I don't know. Okay, I'll just reach out to her. 'Cause you didn't.
Yeah.
I'll send them back though.
Yeah, we don't need them.
And then are the plea papers ready on Thompson? That looks like a mess.
I signed my report.
I'm gonna print out the.
Do we need to help any of those people out there?
Gonzalez, bond condition.
Okay.
Oh, and then the motion to restore. is back.
How can I help you?
The state is supposed to take something.
Yeah, we already took care of it. I thought I signed it.
That's awesome.
I didn't think that it was.
Oh, what's the cost number on that one?
Here, what's the?
Hey, hey, number one, you're coming in shorts. Number two, they're almost down to your knees. Is that what we do in court? Especially when you're asking for me to give you a gun back? Really?
Yeah.
No, Judge, it's not signed. I'll put it in here.
But make sure it's the right one, because one of them I'm granting, the other one I'm denying. There's two different ones.
I only see one in these. I don't see two.
I guess just give me the cause number real quick. Let me see.
All right, 25.
Yeah.
22465.
That's it. Can I give you cause number, Blaze?
Yeah, sure. Let me pull up on the search bar. I'm ready for you, Your Honor.
2522465. Which one was the one that we're gonna grant?
It was the 252465.
So that's it, okay.
Yeah, she said some investigators at the sheriff's office. Well, I think. So they'll do it if I make it up to.
Can you put the order?
Yes.
Mr. Hughes, come up. Perception is reality. When you look like a thug, people will treat you like a thug. If you speak like a thug, they will treat you like a thug. This is a court, and we expect you to act in a certain way. You don't come in shorts. Please don't do it again. It's a complete sign of disrespect. If it happens again, I'm going to put you out. You understand?
Sir.
I'm going to grant your motion on this one. Be careful what you do with the gun. There are many people who completely destroy their lives by doing something they shouldn't do with the gun. It's sometimes you have but just a nanosecond to make the wrong decision. Don't. Do you understand? Okay? All right, just give us a second, then we'll get your copy. Okay, we done?
We're just waiting on that last.
That's right.
Mr. Hughes, coming up.
Beach.
And then if you're gonna print out at the top the dismissal for Sunday, I'm just gonna wait for it too. Can we bring him out so we can do this last one? You done?
I'll be ready by the time he
Okay.
comes out. What was the last thing?
Santian. Santian, you want to copy the dismissal? Come on up, we'll print it out for you. Yeah. I don't, I mean, I'm assuming.
What about the bond conditions from Gonzalez?
State's filing them.
They,
It's 253-1837.
37. I think I already.
So she's just gonna report tomorrow after all. So.
I'm trying to get out of here. He wants to go to Easter.
Yeah. Let's go Easter egg hunt, right?
yeah. We didn't want to miss it.
Okay.
Yeah, hang tight. As soon as we get it, we'll give it to you. Do you have, did you file the dismissal? Cynthia? We don't see it.
Yeah, I did.
Think I get.
You just.
You'll be able to
I'll get it
slowly.
done for, yeah, how fast.
Hey Stacy, what's up with Butler?
What's up? Great to see you.
You too.
What's new?
Nothing much. I'm chief of court four now.
Oh, how's it going? How goes it over there?
Good.
Are moves coming?
I don't know. I think that there's some coming, but very small ones,
Oh, okay, good.
just like to cover some spots, but it's not gonna be huge from what I'm thinking.
I like our crew, so I don't want to, I like our crew. I don't want to lose anyone.
That's good. Yeah, I don't see that happening, but I'm not that high.
No, right.
You never know. Yeah. It's good to see you.
Judge, I apologize. If I could on, David Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Could you
This
remind
was
me?
no driving without a Texas driver's license and liability insurance.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
They're gonna need to take me down to get the answers, because we don't have to stay there. Mr. Thompson. You've never been, thumbprint or gun strategy? Okay. I'm gonna check his information. We were both down to 12. Okay, your name is Albert Thompson? Yeah. Yes. Yeah, no, I. Good, all right, you can go. You guys that there's no state ID, doesn't mind you to get paid. If they have, they didn't, or the tax to you, thanks. It's a. You don't work. Yeah.
All right.
I'm one here.
Good morning, Mr. Thompson.
Sir.
Sir, you are charged with the offense of resisting arrest.
Yeah. It's 18 for 6.
So you've got two cases with us. You've got the resisting arrest. You also have a fugitive case where you're wanted out of
Mississippi, Your Honor.
Mississippi. So what's happening now is you're pleading guilty to the resisting arrest. I don't know if you're on probation, if you're on parole or whatnot, but you need to understand by being on probation or parole, you pleading guilty to this offense can result in further incarceration, having your parole revoked, whatever it may be. Do you understand?
Sir.
You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement today. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you can never change this or turn around, and you understand.
Sir.
The agreement is 18 days in jail, credit for the 6 days that you've done. By this going on your record, you need to understand here in Texas, you are now facing a minimum of 90 days in jail. As far as the other case, it is a felon in possession of a firearm. Has he waived extradition?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, by you waiving extradition and by you now taking care of this,
Oh, he has an account.
the demanding jurisdiction, Mississippi has 14 days from today to come get you. If they don't come get you, Harris County will release you. But you need to understand that that warrant, if Harris County releases you because they just don't come get you, that warrant will always remain in effect and will always be there until you go back to Mississippi and take care of it. You understand?
So,
How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to follow the agreement. Good luck to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And with that,
It's
it's
one
a,
of those situations, Judge, where he doesn't have state ID in the system, so he hasn't been apist. So,
how has he not been APIS? He's been in jail. I mean, as soon as they get him, they fingerprint and mugshot them, don't they? Every time.
they don't have a state ID number in this frame of this case.
I get it. So they'll probably create it, right?
Hope so.
You tell me they didn't, when they booked them in, they didn't fingerprint and mugshot?
Well, usually we'll get the ID number, we'll.
So as soon as they get that number, then they should like,
Yeah, so it's gonna be weird.
regardless, he's here for another 14 days.
Okay.
You know, he's not going anywhere.
They should fix it by then.
Oh, I don't know who you need to talk to.
I'll talk to somebody.
My name is Bennett and I ain't in it. Hey, bye. You too. Take care. Amy, I don't know who you need to get a hold of to make sure that they, you know, let Day know, because we don't want another
Yeah.
fall through the cracks, you know? Yeah, okay. Hey, guys, do you want to be sworn?
Yes, sir.
Oh, wait, did you get the Nolly on something then?
Oh,
Next time comes out.
Yes, sir.
Did you print those?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
I only have one. I can't do the swearing for the DA portion, right?
That's what it is.
I usually, it's like, it used to be Beetle, I think. I don't know. I've never done the DA swearing before. I've only done the one to become a lawyer.
Yes, like, he talked about.
Hey, should I take the election off for the swearing in or should I leave it on? I'm gonna take it off.
No, he's gonna go into jail himself, he's not gonna come here. He's in.
Judge, I'm putting in a.
Are you the second?
I signed it.
No, this paper, because he's. Yeah. And then I'll open your stuff. Yes. Thank you. Have a good one. Stay safe. David Gonzalez? David Gonzalez, come on up.
Victoria, what'd you say?
Order of appointment, I just put it in there for the Lachlan James.
Over here, sir. Over here. Is your top permission? You do the paper, because there's taking too long. You just sign right here, and then I'll make a copy for you.
Hey, Judge, you're gonna swear at those people?
Yeah, right now.
You gonna say all the bad words?
Turn off lights, right?
Okay. You want to start those?
Or do they have parents watching?
Right.
Judge, do they have parents watching?
Hey, do you guys have anyone that's watching or no?
I just informed my dad and my stepmom that we're about to do it. But I honestly have no qualms. If you want to turn off the stream, that's perfectly fine with me. I don't have a big interest either way.
I'm gonna turn off just in case. he left without signing his MOA.
Oh, yes,
Please.